husband, Ernesto Williams, was recently arrested on fraud and child pornography charges. Now, police allegedly found an indecent photo of an underage child on his computer. Ernesto was arrested with another woman who was said to be his girlfriend, Erica King. Jesus Christ. They were both allegedly charged with running a credit repair scam. She looks like she's slow.
She looked like the underage child and the animals that he was caught with allegedly.
Oh my God. This gave me so much life yesterday. I got to play it again.
For this story all week.
Listen, here's the first thing.
Who's he scamming
Shirley
from?
Strawberry, Miss Shirley, I don't even know this lady, but Miss Shirley, I'm sorry. You set your ass up on that Steve Harvey morning show and read everybody business and had something to say about everybody business.
Everybody
in the strawberry letter. And baby, now you the strawberry letter, the strawberry lemonade, and the strawberry jam. Second of all, ladies, listen to me good, daughter. Y'all gonna get enough of listening to Steve Harvey and letting Steve Harvey fix people up. Because Steve Harvey allegedly fixed Shirley Strawberry up with this man.
What?
All three of us.
Al Reynolds needs a spanking, y'all. Al Reynolds is bad, okay? Al Reynolds, he is the shadiest and deserves a whole spanking.
Was at the first Steve Harvey fix up, which was Cynthia Bailey and Mike Hill. And we see how that turned out.
You just got to listen for Al. Al is funny.
He don't set Shirley Strawberry up as this ambassador for the Humane Society. And this man that's found.
He said he called her Nesto an ambassador for the Humane Society.
These underage pictures. And y'all still want to think like a man and act like a man, buy these books and go on this show and all this other stuff. How about
this was funny.
Okay, how about you think like Jesus and do like Mary?
And this was the show that Sonya sat up there and told Nesto was the least shady. And then she's mad because he's sneak dissing her.
Magdalene. How about that? Y'all don't get enough of listening to damn Steve Harvey. And quiet as the step, Steve Harvey can't. All Majorie over there doing the spending up all his damn money anyway. He can't see it. So I don't understand why y'all would take any advice from Steve Harvey. That's all I got to say on it.
Fun fact, I was on Steve Harvey's show on one of those fixer-up shows. I did not go out with either one of the guys. So yeah, just gonna look that up. Al, what you think about this? They've been wanting to hear about this all week.
Man, everything about this story is just wrong. Shirley, come on, and she's beautiful. All I can say is Steve Harvey dubbed her the best voice in radio. I'm going to dub her as deaf, dumb, and blind to
they
love.
Dragged
that's the only
her.
reason she should be involved with this guy right here.
But do we blame her for him being a piece of shit?
No,
but
he's got what 3 or 4 decades of criminal history. Like,
and then after he got caught with this, she wrote a letter to the damn.
That's the best. Al is just look at Al's facial expression, everybody.
Like,
and then after. No, but
he's got what 3 or 4 decades of criminal history. Like,
and then after he got caught with this, she wrote a letter to the damn judge advocating on his behalf for him to get released and bond and bail and all that type.
This is what they dragged Nesto, they dragged Shirley, they dragged the situation, they dragged Steve, and she is sitting on the phone telling Nesto that she thought that it was a good idea for her to call Claudia to do an interview. It blows my mind. It blows my mind. Not only is just it's funny, but on the flip side, knowing what we know, if you're here, you know what I'm talking about, because we watch this shit, and we know Sonya is on some damn sabotage shit. Sonya is sitting up there telling Nesto that this would have been a safe place, And then she sits up there and complains about Tasha K. And I really do feel like Tasha did do a good interview with her. No one else really would have taken Sonya seriously. Tasha actually gave her somewhat of a, like, she gave her a professional interview. She gave it plenty of time. And she also didn't drag her or roast her. She straight up and down asked questions that maybe Sonya didn't like, but I felt like Tasha gave her a very fair opportunity to tell her story. Fox Soul, Claudia probably never even contacted Sonya back because this was some foolishness. Tasha K interviews YouTube. She interviews social media people. So this fit right in because this is kind of a, Nesto's no, you know what I mean? He's not a celebrity. He's adjacent to a person who has some celebrity, but she's really not like she's not your regular celebrity. She's a radio celebrity, if you will, right? So I don't know. I just think it's just absolutely crazy. One day somebody that Nesto trusts, after he is done being brainwashed by this 85-pound weirdo, not that I really care what he thinks, but one day he's going to find out that this trick has been, that something is wrong with her, and that he has been the biggest fool in town, that he is sitting where he's at really and truly by her hand. I mean, he had a big hand in it because he was over here with the foolishness, but it was like a perfect storm of foolishness and fuckery meets foolishness and fuckery. He fooled around and took up with someone who had time. Okay. She had plenty of time to just go ahead and take him down all the way. Where Shirley's like, you know what I'm saying? I don't have time. Shirley's too busy trying to be cute. And I don't blame her because that's part of her job. And Sonya has nothing but time on her hands to drag down a bum. And anyway, let's let them finish their
Shirley
roast.
Strawberry, you's a damn fool, all right?
Mm.
Paula Park House said as long as she tell it like she tell everybody else business, she'll be all right. Just don't do a Wendy. And you see what happened to Wendy, her legs swole up and her mind bad. That's what happened. Listen, when you run away from your own teeth, it'll run to your ankles and it'll sit there.
I just love how Al was sitting there just having a good damn time. Okay, if you missed this, Shirley posted to her. I know someone's going to say, Shirley doesn't run her own social media. Okay, and what? Okay, like it's posted on her account. Okay. So to any debunkers out there, save it. Okay, I'm not in the mood today. Shirley posted herself in some cute white jeans and a crop top. Okay. Shirley is like, look, I'm going to be 71 in about 3-4 weeks. What you got to say? I know my ex-husband is a bum, but baby, look at my little white outfit and my white sandals. Okay. And my white nails. Don't play with me. Okay. She's looking cute at any age. Okay. For any age, at any age. Okay. It's not even cute to be whatever age that she's at. It's, I'm going to be 71 in 3 weeks. It's absolutely mind blowing. She looks so pretty. And I love how she's dressed. And I think she looks super cute. And she came to let folk know what's going on. Okay. All right. She got rid of that bum. And she's in her cute jeans and having a good time. Okay, 70 ball. Okay. And then on the other side of Instagram, the Harveys were on vacation celebrating celebrating their anniversary. Marjorie's coming out with her whole entire leg out. I think she just turned 60. Baby, there's people the folk out here letting people know, don't be scared for another birthday. If you are out here acting silly because you just turned 37, are you serious? Do you see these people happy to be 60 and 7? Girl, look at Marjorie showing off her. She's like, Steve, come play with my naked leg when you get in the back of the Rolls Royce. Come on now. I don't know what anybody's worried about. You got people out here just showing you like, look, come on. It's good. I just turned 60. I'm celebrating my anniversary, all of the things, right? I think that they look really good. I know Steve's fashions are, Steve wants to be on a runway somewhere. Marjorie is dressing him, but Marjorie looks really, really good. She looks very happy. I know some people don't like Marjorie, and that's okay. Some people don't like me, and that's okay too. But she looks really good. I think she just turned 60. Steve is right behind Shirley. He's got to be like 67, 68. They're on vacation in France, and I'm sure they're probably going to be on vacation for the rest of the month, girl. They're not coming back no time soon. Girl, she's over there. The shade, okay? The shade with the extra big brim hat, okay? Anyway, that's what's going on if you're listening to Steve Harvey in the morning. Old gold digger. Okay, but she's like, girl, let me can I get one more spoon of sugar, please? She's like, I don't care. She's like, wait, Ghost, and what about it? She's like, she don't Steve don't care. Does Steve look like he cares? She's a gold digger. Steve is like, and what? Steve is happy. Steve, I think that Marjorie, she was the perfect arm candy for him. I think that he really, you can't tell him nothing. He's happy. He's happy with his wife. He got his little arm candy. She came with a certain degree of cachet that gave him what he wanted to go to the next level. And I think he feels like she is a tremendous asset. That's not necessarily what I think, but I think that he is definitely very much, he thinks that Marjorie is, gave him that extra oomph. Is Sonya trying to impress Nesto by living? Girl, is she trying to impress Nesto by living in a who is trying to impress anybody by living in an RV? And I like RVs, but I don't know that anyone's trying to impress anybody living in an RV. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. That's a good question. Do you think she's trying to impress the woman he chose? Do you think so? I don't know. That's why men should have money. Men should have money and women should have money too. So you have options. You should never feel like you have to be with somebody. So you should want to be with whoever you're with, Oh, look, everybody's names are back. You see that? Girl, it was so weird. You see that everybody's names are back? Thank you, H Cook. Thank you. Thank you for sending me some love. Thank you. Thank you guys. You guys are so sweet. Y'all, I did drop off a video yesterday. I know some of y'all saw it. The Jennifer and CG video. Acting a complete fool. CG, I know some people were very concerned. CG's child support, that all got sorted out. And he has officially changed his name. These two I cannot wait. I don't want to say it like that, but when and if the day comes that Jennifer has egg on her face. Okay. That's all I'm going to say. When the day comes that Jennifer has egg on her face, knowing what we all know, that's all I'm going to say. Thank you, H. Cook. Again, I appreciate you. But yeah, video yesterday, so get caught up. Also, I did drop off a Jarvis Butts update. There was some activity on the docket last week, and I saw that there was supposed to be a hearing, and I just wasn't sure because I don't want to say it's like an information blackout or a gag or anything, but you just can't get any damn information. You call the courthouse, nobody tells you anything. That whatever they put on that docket is what they put on the docket. You call, like, you know how Fulton County, girl, you get the right person at Fulton County, baby. They're gonna give you all, they're gonna answer your questions. I'm gonna say it like that. Okay, they're gonna answer your questions and might give you a little extra. Okay. Good luck. And it's nothing against Wayne County. I'm sure Wayne County is very nice. You just can't, it's hard to get information. And when I have sent FOIA requests, they're like, this is an open and active investigation and try back later or try back after the case has been adjudicated type stuff. So it's like, how are you supposed to know what's going on? So I think it's probably one of those, if you live in the city and you can go down to the courthouse, then you can probably get some things or learn some things. But if you are a out of towner like me, then yeah, good luck. Anyway, so I did notice that there were some things going on the docket, and I saw that so I did call the 24th district, and yes, there was a hearing yesterday, and I guess it went via Zoom. I was live during the time, so I missed it. I wish I forgot, and I was live, and my intent was to get on the Zoom hearing, but I totally forgot, so I blew it. But there is another hearing next week that might be on Zoom, so we'll see. I'm going to keep my eye on it. So for those of you who are following Jarvis Butts' case, with all of the litany of crimes that he's committed in and around Michigan, specifically Naziah Harris, but he's got other victims as well. Maybe we should know more next week because there is another hearing. So I'm going to try my best I'm going to see if I need to fill out a document to be able to be in the Zoom hearing next week. So I'm working on it. I'm keeping up on that. So I put that out earlier, and that's it. And then, he has a lifetime of crime. So Nesto has a lifetime of crime. So why does he act like he doesn't know the processes? I don't know if he thinks playing stupid is a good recourse or what. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm going to be honest with you. You're right. Now, you guys saw what happened yesterday. Any of you guys who are following true crime, first of all, did anyone watch, before we get into the call, did anyone watch Nate Eaton yesterday and his updated interview with Lori? Lori acted like a complete fool. I just need to do a separate live and talk to all of my Lori Vallow followers, or just followers of her case rather. That was interesting. Also, what else was interesting? The Brian Koberger, who is going to accept a plea deal tomorrow. So the Idaho killings that took place in November of 22, they worked out a deal. Basically, he's not going to get the firing squad. He's not going to get the death penalty, and he's going to give up his option for appeal. And he's going to have 4 life sentences. And he's supposed to accept that tomorrow and save the people of Idaho their trial. The family was very upset of some of the kids. I don't know. I mean, it's not a guarantee, just because there is a death penalty doesn't mean that people are going to get the death penalty. Look what happened to the little girl, Nylexia. Her killer didn't get the death penalty. Okay, last week he didn't get it. They have it in Florida and they use it abundantly, and he didn't get it. It's not a guarantee that he would have gotten it. It's possible, but you know, clearly he's not getting it. But we know he's not going to be back on the streets. But the fact that he is, I'm waiting to see tomorrow, is he actually going to admit that he killed the kid, you know, the college students? And if so, are they going to try to get some details about who, what, where, when, why, um, type of thing? That's what I want to know. Because he sat up there trying to maintain his innocence, and he's a cold-blooded killer. Anyway, I do too. I mean, not to be, I know some people are so, you know, sensitive and everything. I want to know because, but I tell you what, you know, there was, I mean, 4 kids living together, 4 or 5 girls. They kept, I think it was a, you know, kind of like people knew that they would keep that sliding door kind of unlocked. I don't know. Too many kids living up in that house. The man probably just walked right in. It's unfortunate. So is he stick going to have a trial? I don't know. You know how like in Texas they'll still have the no, well, I don't see why they need to, because this is a capital case. They took death penalty off, and he's going to agree to life without parole. So what's the point? You don't even need to do a penalty phase to figure out what his penalty is going to be. They're already negotiating a penalty, which is life without parole. So there's really no point of a trial. Can't believe the police situation is supposedly hearing tomorrow. Yeah, no, there is a hearing tomorrow. Where because he had his final arraignment tomorrow. So yeah. I wonder, are they going to get any detail? I think the people need to know. I'm just glad. I want to know that they look. Not that I don't think he did it, but they need to make sure they got the absolute, that they got the right. Like he's not just admitting to be admitting. You know, I think they said when the judge asks him, is he pleading guilty because he actually committed the crimes? Because the judge could very well say, well, you know, if you're just, you know, if you're just saying you're guilty just because maybe, you know, for whatever reason, like I only want, you know, if you're going to admit your guilt type of thing. So we have to see. Absolutely. But why not just give us the details? Give us the details, not the gratuitous whatever, but just tell the damn, he needs to sit down with some investigators. I feel like, to me, if I were in charge of this situation, you would need to sit down with the investigators and your lawyer, and you need to tell us what the fuck happened on video, because the people have a right to know. He cost a lot of resources. He cost these people their kids, their investment into the future. He terrorized this whole little neighborhood. I mean, the people were scared, and rightfully so. It was awful. It was awful. Do you imagine living the, remember the apartment complex right next door? Do you imagine living in that area? Did you guys see the DoorDash driver lady who's like a meth head, was like, I pulled up next to Brian Koberger, I've got to testify against him. She's tripping. The motive, I think he just was into one of those girls. He was following one of the girls. The two best friends, the 2 girls that were on the top floor. He was following one of them, and he had, I guess they had some evidence that he had been to the restaurant or pub where she worked. He tried to DM her in the past. So there were some, you know, there was some contact there from him. I don't know that there's no evidence that she ever responded. Because you know how some people don't even check their DMs. So he was reaching out. There was no contact on her side from the DMs. He'd been to where she worked. They said that they'd seen his vehicle. They tracked his vehicle a multitude of times in the neighborhood, like you know, excuse me, like I don't want to say stalking, but he was being creepy. He was you know, ew. He should. Above and beyond, you know, are you actually guilty? Did you actually do this? We'll see tomorrow. It'll be streaming. Maybe we'll watch it. I'm going to be honest with you. The Idaho court stream is very cerebral. Um but it might be interesting because we already know that there's going to be some action. It's definitely going to be um interesting. But yeah, the Gonzalez family were pissed because they felt like it wasn't fair. But what if you went through a whole entire trial? What if there was a technicality? Like, people don't think, just because we know that there's a tremendous amount of evidence, it doesn't mean that it's a slam dunk that they're going to find him guilty. I mean, I would say it's probably safe to assume that they would. But what if something happened? You have a guaranteed he's going to jail for life. You have a guaranteed he's done, no chance of parole. Also, you have a guarantee that he's not going to be appealing for the next 25 years. So there's no appeals, there's no parole, there's nothing. All he's going to live his whole life in jail. If they went through a trial, even if he got the death penalty, he could appeal till the cows come home. Yeah, right. He's not going to be able to appeal. He's done. So this is actually, to me, I feel like it's good. If they would have, you know, gone through the trial and they could have gotten him the death penalty and all of those things, well then good, you know, but that's not what happened. Um I don't know that those people really, I mean, do you imagine having to sit there and have them piece and put together the events of that particular night, and that's your daughter or your son, and you got to listen to that? And one of them was cut so bad she was almost decapitated. Like, these were some severe, brutal, they call it a slaying. You know what I mean? They're not calling a slaying for nothing. So do you imagine? I think people think that, you know, the families probably think that they can sit there. Look how tough it was for Sade Robinson's mother. She looked like she was in a whole nother zone. She looked like the doctor gave her some type of an injection and she just was there in her body. Her mind was gone. I cannot imagine. So I wouldn't blame somebody if they felt they needed to take a sedative before they sat in court to listen to some shit like that. That's horrible, right? So maybe down the road, um, you know, they'll feel better that this was handled for them and that they don't have to sit, because these are some things, seeing those photos, who wants to see those crime scene photos? You know what I mean? And then the poor jury who would have to sit there and look at the photos. Just imagine the people that had to sit there and look at freak off videos. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a lot. Some people don't watch porn or home movies or make home movies and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's a bit much. Girl, the house so much blood in the house, it was leaking. Like, it's too much. So I'm sure I know the families are upset, but I think after the dust settles from some of this, they're going to be grateful that they were spared. They might not feel like it right now, but it's going to be okay. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, with the trial, you never know. You get one person on there that doesn't agree with the death penalty, and he might not have gotten it anyway. It's not a good slam dunk that he was going to get it. You know what I mean? There's always that one person. There's plenty of people that have death penalty cases and they end up getting life without parole because someone may feel like it didn't, for whatever reason. I'm not even the freak out videos. Oh my God. Anyway, okay. Did you guys see the verdict form? I posted it on the community wall. When the verdict comes in, we can follow. Anyway, okay, let's get into it, guys. Look at us. All day in court for days. Yeah. Missing not that money matters, but people got to pay mortgages and bills and taxes and things. And if this trial lasted as long as they think it would, people are gonna have to be away from home. It's a lot. I think that if you've been following the case, there was a alternate theory that his lawyer had put out, and the judge filed a he put out his opinion, I guess, right? Or he put out they filed a motion, and the motion for a alternate assailant theory or something like that, and he totally just went in on the fact that it doesn't make any sense, it's not plausible, it's this, it's that, so I mean, Kohlberger he had no defense. He couldn't, he had no defense. He was there were people initially who were looked at on top of Brian, but they were all cleared. And his lawyer was trying to explore these people as an option that they could possibly have been the assailant. But at the end of the day, these people had already been cleared. How are you going to explore? How are you going to use these people who've already been cleared? Like, it was just absolutely stupid. He had no alibi. He said he went stargazing. He was just out driving at night. And he very well may be someone who goes out driving at night. He's a fucking weirdo. But on this night, come on. Girl, in the corner jacking, yes. Okay. Crazy. Did you guys see? Let me show you guys this real quick. Hold on a second. Did you guys see the pictures of the baby oil and all of the things? Did you guys catch that? Hold on. Let me see. When you see the stacks and boxes of baby oil, it's crazy. Hold on. Let me see. Is this the right amount of pictures? Hold on. Let me see. The stuff that they found in the closet. What is that? Are those hollow points? What the hell is that? I don't even know what that is. Maybe they were blunt wrappers or something. Wow. Okay. I hadn't seen these pictures. I'm looking for some other pictures. He's just a freak. Okay. This might not be it though. Have you got the boxes and boxes and it looks like Amazon warehouse. Like, it looked crazy, the amounts of that's the clutch. Just all of the stripper shoes were crazy. I wonder if those were baby oil and Astroglide everywhere, stripper shoes everywhere. cocktails of pills everywhere. Hold on, let me find this. It's just the is this the one? Yes. Y'all look at that. That looks like a warehouse. That looks like a warehouse. Look at all that Astroglide. Look at all that Astro. Oh my God. When I saw that picture, I was like, oh my God. You gotta be kidding me. All of that? That's all you? Oh, where's the girl? Look at the box. It says Scorpio on it. And he's got little collector baby oils and Astroglide. Ah, look at it's like a pharmacy shelf. Yo, it's crazy. That's weird. That is crazy. Girl, more ammo than a little bit. Girl, Joyce Myers. I know you guys heard about that, right? Look, does he use the little the rose quartz to put serums on his face? Look, he's got his little rose quartz rollers. Diddy is an interesting guy. Oh my God, girl, look at the whole entire bag, just full. Look at him. And slutwear right there, some little, look. I wonder if he's using baby oil at the at MDC. Like, is that his? Look at that in a drawer. Is that not crazy? Oh, there was a picture of Joyce Myers. Isn't that crazy, y'all? It's just the amount. I don't even know what that is. Don't even get me to line. I have no idea. A mess. Okay. Anywho, let's pivot. So much. I feel like, are we caught up on everything? So Sonya, all of a sudden, because she listens to us on the YouTubes. Sonya has now all of a sudden realized Nesto is sneak dissing. Or one of the kids called her. Who did Sonya figure out that Nesto was sneak dissing, or did someone tell her? Did Yvette tell her? Did her sister tell her? I find it hard to believe that Sonya all of a sudden figured out that Nesto was sneak dissing. Okay? I find it hard to believe. Sonya, make sure you hit the like button, please. We know you're subscribed. We know you're on notifications. Gang, all up and down the YouTube streets. But baby, sis, ma'am, blabbermouth. Let me tell you so did you guys know Big Mustard has been over there in front of the federal courthouse building too? Big Must girl, I have not been watching her coverage. I'm not going to even make it like that. But she has been covering. It's hilarious. And it's not hilarious like, oh, go catch it. Make no mistake. That's not what I'm saying. It's hilarious like a hee hee ha ha. This is insane. This is ridiculous. Can I be clear? Let me be clear, because if I say, oh my God, it was so funny, and then somebody goes and like, Fran, what's so funny about this? It's just Big Mustard and no. What I'm saying is it's insane. It's crazy. Sis, what are you doing? Go have a seat. Get back to your hotel. Where are your 6 kids? Don't you have 6 kids to mind? Whatever. Anyway, I've been following her since she showed up in Sonya's kitchen that day. And I was scrolling and she was filming yesterday. And who was standing right across from her? Who was she? So she was filming yesterday, and who was standing right by her filming, talking very loud? Blabbermouth. I was like, I wonder if Blabbermouth realizes that that is Sonya's friend. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I've never seen them talking, but I haven't seen all of, you know what I mean? Like, I can't say that I can account for, like, oh, I've been watching everything on Instagram because I'm not. Because I'm not following Sylvia's feed like that. But yesterday she was sitting in that area where it looks like it's all the homeless people. And she was sitting there trying to talk about what happened. And I stopped for a minute and I was like, do I hear Sylvia's voice? Like, it was just all of a sudden like, and then she turns the camera a little bit and you see Sylvia talking to her phone. So she must have been on live and whatever, but I didn't even stick around for the rest. It was crazy. It was crazy. I was like, you know what? I might come back to this like for a members live or something in the future, but right now, no. It was crazy. But yeah. Girl, on the streets. On the streets. What did you say? She talked to Nyla and what not to. And what not to. Who's what not? She talked to Nyla and what not to. Yeah, she's I saw her talking to someone on the street. Her claim to fame is I'm Carl Thomas's baby mom. She tells everybody that. Yeah, her and Dennis are back. But who? Sylvia and Dennis? So they're crossing paths and don't know. I don't know that Sylvia knew that that was Sonya's friend. I'm not sure. I don't know. It was just funny when I saw them, like, she was actually like in her, let me see if I can find it real quick. She was actually like in her shot for a minute. And it wasn't that they were talking to each other. Sylvia was just like 2 or 3 feet away from her and you could hear her because of course she talks like she can't hear and she talks very loud. Girl, why am I typing in silver? Hold on a second. What is this lady's name? Okay, Latoya. There she go. Was that here? No. Hold on.
Off. Okay, so what's been going on this morning? The jury is in there deliberating, and they say they have until 5 o'clock today, and we may have a decision. But if they decided to go longer, they can do
It's like you can hear Sylvia in the background.
that as well. So we will see. The family has just left. I'm
This is her coverage.
so mad because my phone overheated and my boo Quincy finally was like, oh hey, I was like, Quincy, keep liking my post, and he was like, and I didn't even capture it because my phone overheated. But yeah, hi everybody. Thank you for watching. Yeah, we are out here. We are out here. I am at the courthouse with all
Look, there's Sylvia right there. There's your girl right there.
of your favorite influencers. We have the Free Britney. My boy right here.
Oh, that's the guy. Do any of you guys follow North Carolina Beat? Is his name Gregory or something like Gerald? Excuse me, Gerald from North Carolina Beat.
Yes. Then you got the Free Britney protesters.
So do you think did he do it or is he being done dirty?
Okay. I don't know. I don't know why she's out there. I'm gonna be honest with you. Anyway, let's pivot. The girl is just the shenanigans of what's been going on outside the court, but it's entertaining. But it's like you got to be following so many people to really kind of see what's going on, like on the Instagram side. On YouTube, I can't follow everybody's feed, but on Instagram, following their feed is hilarious. Gerald is fun. Yeah, Gerald is good. And but yeah, on Instagram it's kind of easy to follow the feeds and it's kind of entertaining. It's a circus outside. It really is. I'm gonna miss the Diddy coverage. I'm not gonna lie. Because there's so much foolishness going on outside that courtroom. I can't even you know what I mean? If you haven't been catching it, and it might not even be entertaining to most. If you're somewhat of a people watcher, gawker type, you know what I'm saying? And you know, it can be a little funny, but you know, it's not for everybody. Anyway, okay, guys, let's get into this. I feel like Sonya has been watching the bloggers and all of a sudden is in her feelings and feels like maybe she's just looking for a reason to separate from Nesto and leave him alone, because now all of a sudden she's like, I know you were sneak dissing me and whatever. And you know, I don't know if Nesto is just not going to cop to it, but it is what it is. I mean, sis, we've told you, you've been warned, do what you govern yourself accordingly. If you want to continue to deal with this bum, baby, that's on you. Nobody cares. You see, Shirley is happy, looking good, wearing her cute white jeans. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could never. You know what I mean? Like, sis, we can't promise you a rose garden, but if you continue to lay down with dogs, you are going to get up with fleas. Shirley is very happy. Girl, she is head to toe looking super cute and healthy. Okay. We don't know what you got going on, but anyway, keep dealing with other people's trash. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, there wasn't a yes. Okay, here we go. Here we go, guys. I really love this look. Okay. Let's get into it.
Just checking on you.
No. That's good? Yeah. You're over somewhere else. I don't know where this is. I have a towel just like that. Yeah.
This was funny. Okay, so if you have not seen this yet, Sonya was allegedly at the laundromat. Washateria, washerette, whatever they call it by you, okay? I know different places call it different things. She's over there at the laundromat, aka washateria, washerette, okay? And apparently some old guy was in there too, and went ahead and like commandeered her washer, and she was like, excuse me, that's my washer. It's funny because something like that happened to me in Farah, not at the laundromat, of course, because we don't. I was at the FedEx, and Farah and I got in the car. All of a sudden, some very elderly guy He walked out of FedEx and he walked up to my car and was opening up the car door. And I held my car door and I held it closed. And I'm just like, what are you doing? And he's like, I don't even remember what he was saying. Do you remember when that happened? Farrah and I talk about it every blue moon. I guess this is our time to talk about it. Now we're talking about it with Bougie Gang. He was trying to open my car door and I was holding the door and I was like, what are you doing? I'm like, this is not your car. And he was like, yes, it is. And I'm like, no, it's not. Get away. And then all of a sudden he just kind of like snapped out of it and was like, and just turned around and walked away. It was weird. Girl, and we left. But I don't know. If he would have gotten in, he could have like tried to hit me or something. And I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want any of that type of time. I'm just trying to pick up my package. But yeah. So it's possible that's what was going on here. He might have had a dementia episode. You know what I mean? Sometimes when people are starting to get dementia, it comes in waves. Like it might just be like a moment and then there's clarity and then it doesn't happen again for a while, but it's like almost like they're confused.
Yeah, that's my stuff. I was just looking to see how long before it was over. Oh my God, you started it? Okay, hello? Oh my God, that's my stuff. I was just
So Nesto keeps trying to talk to her and she's like talking to the person.
coming to check on it.
Hello?
Where's your stuff at? Hold on. Yeah.
When I came over, and my cart was right here.
So you assume that was mine?
I saw the green coal.
Yeah, that's my stuff. I just came to get it out. Oh my gosh, huh?
You good?
What happened? What's that?
No, you straight? That's what I'm calling for.
Yeah, I talked to your team today.
Okay, okay, cool.
Yeah, just to see, you know what I'm saying? What the hold up? Just to see what the hold up is. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
On everything. You know?
Okay. All right.
So she said she talked to his team. And why are you still calling his lawyers?
Yeah, just to see, you know what I'm saying? What the hold up? Just to see what the hold up is. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
On everything. You know?
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, and I think I'm going to be honest, I don't know if that trial is still going on or not. I think last week maybe it still was, but I'm not sure. They're not televising it and I'm not in Atlanta to know. They don't post minutes. I love some of these areas where they post the minutes while court is happening. Fulton County doesn't do that. So you have no idea what's going on. So I think the trial is still going on. But for her to call his team, it's like, for what? I did notice on the docket today, probably Roberto, somebody filed another LOA. He seems to be the only one who does that. Somebody filed a LOA yesterday for what? I don't know. I haven't even requested the document. I just saw it like not too long before I went live, so I didn't have a chance to request it, but it's like, who cares? They're supposed to be in court. What was it, August 4th? That's where Sir needs to be, but I don't know. I'll request it just in case he's got some sort of attorney conflict now, because you never know. With this guy, you never know. So yeah, maybe I'll pull it just to be sure. But allegedly court is in a month.
But no, I'm at a laundromat, and I'm about to go take myself out to wash. And I'm seeing this
Okay,
guy put
thank
stuff
you.
in the I'm looking like,
Thank
what
you,
are you doing?
Wolfpack.
That's my stuff. You just started my wash all over again. Oh my God. Started my load all over again. I'm stuck hurt like, listen, he's old though. Old dude.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who did an update? A local Atlanta station? Girl. Well, I can't. Farrah was really young. I feel like we were still living at the old house, and that means she had to been like 7 or 8 years old. Um, I feel like it happened in like 2018, 2019. She was young. She would have been like 7, 8 years old. Ain't nobody trying to fight a grown man. He was old. But what I can tell you is it just caught me off guard because all of a sudden um he started pulling at my car door. It was kind of scary, like, because I wasn't sure what was going to happen if he got my door open. And I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't want to have to fight anybody, but you gonna try and get in between me and my kid. That ain't happening. Not to mention if he was suffering, the crazy dude, um you know what I'm saying, if he got me out of my seat and took off with my car with my kid in it and stuff, like, you know what I'm saying, like, I was a full on mama bear at that moment, like, oh hell no. So my goal was to make sure he didn't even open up the door, and then after he got off the door I was not going to open it up because, mm-mm, I have no points to prove. My goal was to get my ass home um unscathed, you know. Um, I didn't have the window open. Yeah. If that had happened, I have a little something something in my car. Put it that way. I don't want to say too much cuz you know me. I don't tell my left hand what my right hand is doing, but I got a little something something in my car. I do.
Right, and I can imagine that. It's cool. It's like, it's whatever. I'm about to go find me some food now because I'm hungry. And I was just, oh, there's a food truck right there across the street. It says tacos. Okay, I'm about to go across the street. Right, bye.
Call 2.
I was just checking on you. Okay, how are you?
This is my thing. I'm just checking on you. What are you going to do? What can you do for her? So you're just checking and what?
Good. Shout out to Amy. Okay. I thought I could do it without the generator on because I'm out. And I just set my head and I was like, oh, I'm not generator.
It's like, what did you say? I
I'm sorry.
You tired?
I got the window up. Well, I was taking a rest. I got up so early this morning. You know, I started my day early.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Okay, cool. Now keep yourself cool. Shout out there.
Yeah. Call me around dinner.
All right, love you, bye.
Bye.
Thank you for using Global Telling.
Hello?
Hello.
I'm just checking on you. Huh?
My thing is, just don't pick up the phone if you don't want to talk.
You all right? Okay. Okay, bye.
That's good.
Thank you for using Global Telling.
Hello?
Hello.
You make it over there?
I'm waiting on something to come and then I'm going to go over there. Waiting on something to make. I've been waiting all day. I just stopped ordering stuff over the weekend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just checking on you.
All right. Please call me later.
All right.
Like 8, 9 o'clock.
Okay, bye.
For what?
Hello? How you feeling?
Hello. I'm fine.
Huh?
I said I'm feeling fine. How you feeling?
Oh, okay. I just checking. You seem kind of different this week. Seem like things different this week.
Different. I'm good. I can't.
Okay. I was just checking on you. Make sure.
I mean, Nesto, she don't want to really talk to you. She's living her own life now.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
You
so
sure
she gives her.
now? You sure now? You sure?
So maybe she was salty about the sneak dissing at this moment, and
I'm positive. You haven't called me, video called me.
Well, I'll call you tomorrow, but I want to check your voice, make sure you're good. Check your temperature, see if you're good.
God, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Okay, cool. Well, enjoy your night then. Love you.
Mm-hmm.
Stay positive. Stay focused.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for using Global Tel.
Hey.
You drive?
What?
You must be driving.
I'm driving.
I think she is so happy she got something to do. I don't know what it is. I wouldn't be happy if I had to get up and drive every day like that. I'm so glad to be home. I'm so glad that I maybe drive 2-3 miles. I was mad I had to drive 7 miles. I took Farrah wanted to go to a different Bath and Body Works yesterday. So we went because I was trying to make it all one trip because we wanted to go eat. And so I found the lunch place we wanted. It was like 7 miles away. And then from there, it was like 3 miles away. And then it was like an 11-mile ride back to the house. We went to an area we don't typically go. So I was mad about that.
On my way back. I had an early day today. I'm on my way back. So give me like an hour and I should be parked.
All right, cool. Cool.
How are you?
Good. I'll call you back then.
In an hour, right? Yeah, an hour.
Sonya in her little truck.
All right.
Bye. Hey, old man.
You're so right about that. Yeah. I can hear you.
Gosh, she keeps kicking that tooth out with her tongue. I don't know if she had just ate some fruit punch or girl ate some fruit. I don't know if she had just eaten like a cherry icy or drinking some fruit punch, but her teeth are very discolored.
Hey, old man.
Her teeth look horrible. Do you guys think, didn't she used to have nicer looking teeth? I felt like, did she have veneers or something? Do you guys think she had veneers before? Did she take them off? I don't know what's going on, but her teeth are horrible. She never looked like that before. Like, it's really almost giving like, sis, what happened to you? Did someone steal your veneers? Did you used to have a grill or something? Yeah, girl. I'm like, did you used to have a snap-on grill? Like, what in the world type of thing? What is going on here?
Oh, dog. Okay. How you doing? What you doing? What you doing?
I'm at the grocery store.
Oh, okay.
We need to go back and look at something old because I need to know what was going on with that mouth. I don't recall her mouth being so fucked up. Like, her mouth is awful. Those teeth are horrible. Maybe we just never saw her mouth that close before. I am having a hard time. Let's just go to the jail visits. I just don't remember. I just want to get a good look. I don't remember her teeth being that bad. Her teeth are awful. Hold on. Let's see. I just don't remember. Maybe we just couldn't see them before. I'm gonna find something because I'm over here and I don't know if this is. Oh, maybe this is. She's sitting up close this time. Let's see. What we couldn't see before. Look how far back she sits. We couldn't see her mouth.
You get five paid when the whole thing is done.
Now, because she's all up in the phone, we can see all up into her mouth. We see her teeth there.
I got one between my hands are cold. That's all.
Okay, all right.
You holding on to it because I know it's gonna be worth damn near $1 million in like 4 years. So, and now that's a good little lick right there. Sell it.
So you're saying that you can hit through the walls? That's what you're saying?
Yeah, I can hear my.
Maybe her teeth were bad there too. We just couldn't see them. Girl, but look at this now. Jesus.
Okay, well, how your day doing?
Oh my God. I sent you a picture. Man, they got what'd you send me? A earth roamer, right? The earth
Yeah.
roamer. So there's something similar. It's like an earth roamer, but it's called something else. But it's by I forgot who makes it. Man, $500,000. That shit is so nice. So nice. I took a picture of it inside and sent it to you. Oh my God. That shit is so nice. This guy kept saying, I could see you in it. I'm like, not for $500,000. You don't. I'm not spending that kind of money for that. I mean, it's nice. It's nice.
And you
It's
can build it yourself, though.
You can. I mean, this guy did, but this one was so nice. I think it's called. I think Overland. Overland makes them.
Overland?
Yeah. Oh my God. Sent you a picture though. I got to send you a picture of the outside. I took a picture of outside and inside. Then they had this other one that I was looking at. Oh my God. This guy was like, I can get you out of yours and put you in this. I'm like, oh no, don't do that yet.
No, he can't. He thought maybe you had some credit. When he takes a look at your credit report, he's gonna be like, "Oh, okay, my bad."
I said, I don't have no problems with mine. I'm just, because my daughter wants one now. I said, I'm just looking because, something to do today. You know what I'm saying? I had nothing to do today, so I drove on up. Man. So they have some nice ones. They have some really nice ones out there today.
Oh, you're going in and out. I guess because you're moving. Yeah, because you're moving around a lot.
Yeah, I got my baskets on the floor. I came in here for 3 things, and I'm leaving out of here with a whole shitload of stuff.
Okay.
You know how that goes.
Yeah, I guess so. I forgot how that feel.
No.
Yeah, I forgot how that feel.
Simple things. It's coming.
Yeah. Yeah, I know it.
I think she done got tired. I think she got tired of wearing that damn ponytail and having to push them titties up and put on her little white shoes and white sandals and all her little ugly fashions, and she's tad. Sis tad. It's being tad.
I be thinking about that. That shit don't make no sense. Diddy got arrested in November. His shit about to be over with.
Your shit about to be over with. Why don't you move around? You want to make miracles happen. This guy has been running around getting on people's nerves for the past decade. Why don't you go find somebody else who's available and not married? How about that?
That shit is crazy to me.
Okay. Well, we'll see what's going on tomorrow.
I guess so, yeah.
Nesto looks like his hair's long enough. He could do Bantu knots. Nesto might need to. Nesto could probably do some straight backs or get a head full of little tiny twists. He could twist his hair, which I know he doesn't want to do, which I'm certainly not suggesting that either. But basically his head looks a mess.
Yeah, let's see what's happening tomorrow.
It's all a game. It's all a game. Like I say, it only takes 6 months, cop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It don't take 3 years. It only takes 6 months, cop.
There is no single
Okay,
guy.
so you enjoying your unit?
There is no single guy, much less the married ones don't even stick around. You know how many marriages break up because the woman goes to jail? And the fact that she's saying what she's doing for him, a man would never do. They just don't do it. They got a girlfriend in like 2.5 seconds, especially if they've been married or cohabitating. Men like to have that lady at home. They like to have somebody cooking, cleaning. They like someone to be up in that bed at night. Some booty walking around. I mean, Nesto wouldn't be sitting here doing a bid with Sonya.
I love it. I have no complaints. None.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
almost finished. I got one more thing to do. My table came. My rug came. So cute. I only got one more thing to do. My table came. I put it together. My rug came. Bought a little bitty rug to go under the table. And I took up the brackets that hold the table. You know how you got the tables that lock into the floor? So I took those brackets up, and because I didn't need it, because I wasn't, I like the Lagoon tables better anyway. I'm not a fan of the dinette that stick to the middle of the floor.
But she's ridiculous. Look how she's always making a damn face. The table that's in the dinette area, it's mounted because it goes up, it goes down. When you put it in the down position, that's how you have to rest it. So it rests up on Portia, what are you eating? So it rests on either side of the banquettes and it makes a bed. So she took the table leg out and put a real bed in. I mean, a real table. How are you going to use the bed? Which I guess she's not. She's not planning on having overnight guests. And I guess she just plans to sleep in the bunk. But hopefully, I mean, it's not hopefully because I don't care. I won't be buying her RV. But it's like you have to put that piece in storage now, because if you want to sell your unit, either someone's going to have that piece because everybody's not going to want to climb up in a bunk. Everybody's not 85 pounds. The next lady that lives in that thing might be 185 pounds. Everybody ain't the size of a fifth grader.
And they made the table too wide for that, Because even I have to stuck my stomach in getting in and out. And you know how small my butt is. So it's like
small? Is that big?
tight. It's that tight.
Didn't Sylvia
the table
do a
is too
tour
big.
for
That's what it
Sylvia?
is.
Let me see.
But I could always have a table. If I ever want to put that back and lock it, I can always have a tabletop made, It's just screw. I can always have somebody make a tabletop. But I like the table that I bought. What's your hair doing?
It's doing what it gonna do. What it supposed to do.
I don't know,
ain't
bro.
going nowhere.
Let me see what your afro looking like.
My afro. Oh.
That's what it look like. I can only see a piece of you.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, I can only see a piece. I mean, what can you see? You can't see me, all of me, but my forehead.
No, I can see your forehead and I can see your earrings and stuff. I can see your lips.
Ponytail?
Yeah, I can see it every now and then.
My little puff.
Yeah, I can see it there. But go ahead, I'll call you back around 6 o'clock if I need to. You been to sit down by then, ain't it? Are you still on the road?
I'll be parked by 7.
No, this thing cut off by then. I'll just call you tomorrow, last day of the month.
Or call me regular. You can call regular too. Yeah, I know that, right?
If he calls her regular, she'll complain and say, you can call me on the tablet. And then when he calls her on the tablet, she says, well, you can call me regular. I guess she's just mad because hey, everybody coming in. I guess she's just mad because maybe he's not calling enough, because did you guys notice? So they're talking on the phone and she says, call me on the tablet. He calls on the tablet and then it's like, you're complaining a lot for no relationship. Like, you're not even in a real relationship, dummy.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, well, you're feeling better though, ain't you? Yeah, that's a good shot of you right there.
Right when I'm looking up. Hi, darling. How are you? I've been feeling good for the last 2 weeks. I've been good. I've been normal. I've been taking something. So I need a card. Look, I need a card. Yes.
She's been taking something, what, antidepressant? Is she taking a little bit of Zoloft and a little bit of Ativan with a little bit of a Xanax chaser?
All right. Okay, cool then. All right, well,
come in an hour.
Is she getting the Diddy cocktail? Is she getting some ketamine and some what else? And some ecstasy?
An hour. Or 2 hours.
She said she's feeling better. Girl, look at that face. Girl.
Yeah, call me at
6:30. She's diarrhea.
Yeah,
she's taking some milk of Mylanta.
6:30. All right, cool. All right, bye.
Bye.
Visit 3.
What you got going on?
Hey, Grandma Sonya.
What are you up to?
Oh, you got to turn around the other way or something because I can shadow. Not the sun be.
You mean face the light? I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're appealing better.
Scientific researcher. Okay. You see right through me. You watch TV.
Hold on, we pause it because it's loud. Only when you're in a CAT scanner. Okay, well now, what you think?
Sonya is in her little box van watching TV. I mean, I cannot imagine what if nothing more boring. That's got to be boring. Girl, she looks like a mess.
You're watching TV.
Yeah, I was watching TV.
Hold on.
You want one of them ones that pause?
That's a good one.
The fact that Nesto talks and holds that thing up to his mouth like that is so disgusting. It makes me so sick. It makes me want to.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, so what you got going on?
Nothing. I'm about to take a nap. I'm so tired.
Okay.
I got up early because I wanted to get on the road, and get there early, which I did. And then I hung out for a while, and then I came back. So yeah, I'm saying.
All right. Well, your nails look nice. They looking pretty.
Oh, your nails look nice.
I got them done yesterday.
They look like
they
look like Tic Tacs.
Okay.
They look white, but they're actually a tint of blue is in it.
Nobody cares.
She did a really good job. I went to a Latina.
Oh, okay. Those your people.
That's my new people, right? I went to a Latina.
You ignorant ass
I went to a
bums.
Latina.
Okay.
Was playing the Mexican music throughout. So it was one Asian at the door, and everybody else in there was Spanish.
Okay. So is your AC keeping up with it? The heat?
Yeah, I got it on now.
Her tour's supposed to be starting today.
Okay, that's good then. As long as you
no, we're not forgetting. Bougie ain't till the wheels fall. I don't know.
Right now, but no, I had.
And she's supposed to be going somewhere, but where we don't know. She said she's going on tour, but yeah, girl, stop it. She probably forgot by now.
I was earlier when I got up to the place.
She listens to her TV loud. Can you believe she listens to her TV loud as hell, like a 90-year-old losing her? I don't understand how her RV. Let me see. Does anyone know the Sylvia episode where she showed the RV? Hold on a second. I'll try to find it. So she has a table in the back, but she doesn't sit on the table. She likes to sit on the floor. When you come inside, it's just giving what? 2 chairs, the kitchenette, the bathroom, and the table area. It's like I would die. I couldn't just sit in that. Like for a weekend or two, for a weekend to have fun, cool. But as far as for a damn, like a lifestyle, no. I would have to be in one of those buses with the reclining chairs and you know what I mean? Like it would need to be comfortable. And that would still be for like a week's vacation and things like that.
I was running on my generator. But
what is wrong with her? Did she take some melatonin?
Your generator holding up? Is it holding up pretty good?
I was hitting a button. That's what it was in the beginning. It was an automatic stop button that I was hitting.
Oh, did you got one of the remote things on the side of the wall that you can push the generator on without going out there?
Yeah. It's at the door. I don't go out there. Yeah, I don't go out there.
Okay. Okay, so how many hours they said before you get the service?
Gotta get a service. I don't know. I'm new to this.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, okay.
No clue. I didn't know, but it's places throughout. And I got to go back anyway to the dealership because I had to order some stuff. And I was. It should be there because it's been a while.
So you started with your trip coming up in a new month? Okay.
Kind of no. I got tired driving today.
What?
Yeah, I think because I was up last night watching TV, and then I kind of forced myself to go lay down because I knew I had to get up and get on the road, and so,
All right, okay.
But I'm gonna be gone for a minute, so I'm gonna have time once I get where I'm going.
We're gonna get you some sleep then, because you got that mouth wide open. Yeah.
Do you think she just yawned or was she playing? Normally, I'm one of these people that if somebody yawns, I yawn too. Okay. I did not even bat an eyelash. You know what I'm saying? That didn't do anything. You know what I mean? You know how yawns are contagious?
So I'm gonna have time once I get where I'm going.
We're gonna get you some sleep then, because you got that mouth wide open. Yeah, we're gonna get you some rest in. All right.
My mouth is wide open.
Yeah. Yeah, go. I know it. I'm just talking trash to you. That's all. Small talk. All right. Well, love you. Go and get you some rest. I'll see your finger up there. That ain't for me though. Yeah. Okay, Slick.
You be cracking.
I mean, what?
You be sneak dissing.
No, I don't.
It's cool. I ain't sensitive.
Hold on. All I said is nothing.
Not today. Another time. Cracking. You got jokes. It's cool. I'm saying I ain't sensitive.
Okay, what is it? Give me one on. Let me hear one on.
I can't remember. I just remember you doing it a couple times. But it's cool.
Okay, so was it funny to you?
It was funny to us.
So it wasn't too funny, but I wasn't offended.
It was funny to me. When he cracks on you, it's funny to me.
Okay, I don't think I'll be trying to do that, intentionally trying to crack on you. I might be asking you some questions, but I don't think I'll be.
Nesto, you might not intentionally be trying to do it. You're just an asshole. So maybe you're not intentionally trying to do it, but the asshole in you is just being what it is.
Cracking on you.
No, it's cool. No, you were because you crackled right after you said it, and I was like, all right.
You crackle.
I mean, I, you know what I'm saying? In that moment, it was cool.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
In that moment, I remembered you're not free, and I am. I remembered that we destiny swapped. I'm in an RV, and you're in a cell.
guess what? I don't mean to be cracking on you, because that's not nice to be cracking on you.
I'm not. Again, I'm not sensitive. I'm aware. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's funny to us.
So you know, I ain't sensitive. I'm not sensitive.
Okay. All right then.
Yeah, I'm saying.
If you're not sensitive, then you wouldn't have even mentioned it, and you would have just been like, "You got jokes," or "Haha, very funny." You wouldn't have waited. You wouldn't have waited to say something.
Yeah. All right. Well, go and get you some rest then, because you yawning a whole lot.
I know because I really want to take a nap, but then I think I need to set an alarm because I want to watch TV at a certain time, and I'm kind of thinking, and then I also want to cook. So I went to the grocery store. Remember, I was at the grocery store earlier. I bought some organic ribeye steak, so I'm gonna make that.
Organic ribeye steak.
I was gonna buy kosher, because I go to a store where it's like a heavy Jewish population, so they have a lot of Jewish kosher meat, and I ended up just getting organic.
Girl, shut up.
Organic instead. But then there's a butcher that I want to try and get my meat from the butcher.
She's probably talking about grass-fed, grass-finished. So they always feed it grass. They don't just feed it like a little grass, but they feed it from start to finish. Grass-fed, grass-finished would qualify as organic, like organic meat if it's grass-fed and grass-finished. Because sometimes grass-fed doesn't mean that they don't get feed. Grass-fed, grass-finished means they've just survived off of eating grass. So maybe grass, hay, but they're not getting some sort of, feed bags or whatever. And it's like, Sonya, nobody cares. Eat whatever meat you want. Get halal. Do what you want.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, cool. Well, I get to see you pretty face today.
They can cut the meat, how you want it, because I'm always dicing it and then cooking what I need.
She got her Diddy nails on, yes.
Cook everything, so I don't have to revisit cooking and cleaning. I can just heat up everything.
You say you're grass fed only.
Man, they had some
no grass
really
finished.
nice RVs at that show. I'm not trying to jump out of my situation because I need to be in this one for at least 6 months and then jump if I want to. But I love my RV, so it's not like, ooh, But I saw this one, I saw two. The thing of it is, I can't do anything before I purchase some land. Because where I'm at, I'm just fitting, anything bigger would be not fitting, not working out. So I can't go anything, and everything I saw was I saw a Super C that I like. It's a Super C that I've had my eye on for a while, and I finally got a chance to see it in person and go inside of it, and I was just like, oh, I love this, but I would need a bigger yard to be in it, It was nice.
Why don't you just buy a fucking trailer? It sounds like, but she also wants to be able to get up and go whenever she wants. But it sounds like she needs a fifth wheel. I don't think she wants a fifth wheel, but why are you trying to find a lot or property revolving around a trailer or a travel camper, a travel trailer? It's just stupid. She just seems like she doesn't know what she wants. She's nuts.
And it was kind of the same floor plan as this, but I think it was 30 35 feet long, something like that.
And then what are you going to do on some land? Live off of solar? You know, because you need to have plumbing and electricity. So you'd have to get some hookups out there. So you need to get someone to tap into a well or get a water line, get electricity to be able to plug in your trailer. And who wants to live off a damn dirt road on some property? She just doesn't want bills. She's one of these people. She don't want any bills.
It's nice. It's nice. And I always have my eye on it because it's raised. It's got the funky like terrain tires.
10 years from now, who's going to take care of you? You know what I mean? 10 years from now, she'll be 70-ish almost, right? What, 58, 59, right? No, she's 59 now, 69. Or 68, whatever she is, right? And I don't know. I just think it's like, why are you wasting your money on these RVs? You're not going to be able to drive forever. You're not going to want to drive forever. And why don't you get yourself a nice little condo or townhouse by a lake?
And then it's got a black and gray out exterior camouflage is the exterior of it. So it's a black gray RV.
She just doesn't have bad bitch money, like to be able to get herself a nice Sprinter. Like the lady, there's a couple of ladies I watch. There's some people who are full-time, but there's some people who work from home or they're semi-retired. They go out on their little trips for like 2 weeks. They got a Ford Transit or they got whatever. They got their van. And then they go back to their house, their condo, their townhouse, whatever. And, you know, they go drive out to Arizona and drive back to New York, or they live in Washington State and they drive to Texas or Colorado or something and, you know, go visit friends or whatever, do whatever the festivals they like to go to. It's just weird that she thinks that it's cute at her age, almost 60 years old, that it's cute to live in someone's driveway. It's weird.
So nice. So nice. So nice. So nice.
Okay, that'd be all right. You got 6 more months. Ride out 6 more months, you know.
I would have to get some land in order to deal with that. I couldn't do what I'm doing. And that's fine because what I wanted to do, I need this one first.
Well, you need some money
to flop around to be places like I am, right? Because that situation, like I said, is way bigger. And I can't do what I'm doing in that. So I need to do this first. And then I need to graduate a little bit into that one. So that's
going to cost money to keep those things up. Those big Super Cs, first of all, the gas is expensive. The maintenance is expensive. You're saying unattractive? Wow. The gas is expensive. The maintenance is expensive. The storage is expensive. If something goes wrong, it's expensive. You got all your shit in there. You got to have at least a couple. You need to have some cash in case something happens and you need to go stay in a hotel or an Airbnb or to fly somewhere. These people who live on the road, low key, they got some money. And if you're watching them on YouTube, they got a little channel and they're generating some income from that. You know what I'm saying? She's so worried about us, the Nesto community, she won't even put up a video to try to create a channel because her kooky ass maybe could make a coin, but she's lazy. So she's not even going to think about trying to supplement her income with this foolishness that she done got herself into.
I feel like my next one. And it's only maybe 100 more. You know what I'm saying?
They don't tell you out driving?
No.
Oh, okay. You got air seats on that thing?
No. It might be on that second situation.
Thank you,
CW. This isn't big. I don't have air seats on this one. This is only a 250. This is only a 250. This is not working with a 450 and better. This is only a 250. So No.
Okay, so you're gonna go and get you
CW
gonna get you a lot,
gift series,
get you a small
baby
lot.
74.
That's what
You
I
just
want to
got
get. I want to get some property,
gifted.
and then
Thank you,
be
boo.
able to build something on it, something small, because I don't want that big, right? Build
Okay,
something
Portia,
small,
you know what?
and then have the RV still, so that when it's time to jump up and go, I'm jumping up and I can go. I still want to be able to do that, but
So you do see the housing market is going crazy right now. You know that, right? Flip upside down.
yeah.
Oh, so a lot of people are not doing
Well,
that.
that's for people who don't own a home. If you don't own a home right now, it might feel like it's a terrible time to buy a home because the interest rates are really high. A lot of people who should have bought a home 5 and 6 years ago, well, you know what I'm saying? Like, girl, some people bought homes and saw the values double. Okay? Bull. The values have doubled and the rates have doubled, but if you're locked in at a nice 3 or below, you sitting real pretty right now. But the people that did not, I'm sure probably regret, and maybe by the grace of God, the rates will come down, but the prices aren't going to come down anytime soon. It's not getting any cheaper to live. And Nesto doesn't know what he's talking about. This is a guy who's never even owned a home. It's like, what are you talking about, sir? And probably won't, because let's face it, he's not going to, girl. Girl, me personally, I'm just looking to do some upgrades and things like that. I'm not even thinking about it. I don't even know if those rates are going to even exist anymore. The rates that when we bought this house in 2019, that rate is, baby, I don't even know if those rates will come back again. Those rates are just a memory, but if you sitting in there in some 2018, 2019 under 3%, baby, I would never. They call all the time asking because hey, do you want to come out of some equity? Do you want to? No, because I mean the rates are too high. They're crazy, girl. Yes. You think we're never gonna see it again? That's why I'll never leave this house. I will never unless I had enough to pay for something cash. And yeah.
Well, in the housing market.
That's why I'm not trying to do anything like, I would rather do like a container and then convert it.
She said she wanted to buy a container. I was like, are you kidding?
Because like I said, I only want like 700 square feet. I don't want anything big. The bigger it is, the more you gotta, clean it, manage it.
No, I'm talking about the affordability. There's a lot of people who's not gonna be able to afford a house or be able to purchase a house.
I know. Look at Bougie Gang with the good credit interest rates. Okay,
the credit is going straight down here right now. I'm talking about a lot of people credit is shot right now. I'm up on
okay, so
not true. I mean, maybe for him because he is a broke son. He's a broke bum. So people, you know what I'm saying? Like everyone's credit is not shot. No, that's not necessarily true.
Feel like it may happen because of that New York guy that's running, and they're trying to deport him and do some other things with him now because they feel like he's just a radical, right? And then you got people that's feeding into the dream because they always try to sell you something during the election, and then once they get in office, they don't do nothing, right? So they're saying because he wants to tax the millionaires, the billionaires.
I love when these two try to talk finance. It's mind-boggling. When he likes to talk about, when he's like, yeah, I know what I'm talking about. It's like you don't. When they are in struggle mode trying to talk finance, it's absolutely unbelievable.
companies, corporations.
Yes, your Porsche bagging.
Like he's trying to hit their pockets, which sounds ridiculous only because you got to look at it from, if I was a billionaire, right? And I'm busting my ass and I'm making all of this money, you know, I don't need you hitting my pockets just because I got off my ass and grind harder than the rest. And everybody else is out there, you know, flunkies and, you know, doing what they don't, you know, lacking or whatever. But you want me, the hardworking person who was able to get up and grind and become that billionaire. You want to hit me more just because I was, you know what I'm saying, the able body that got up off my ass and did what I wanted to do to get where I wanted to be. So I think that's unfair to sit there and say, well, we need to tax them harder. That's not fair. And so a lot of them is like, well, we want, like, you know, they keep saying they're going to go to
Sonya, don't you get a free check from the government? I just love how she has so many opinions on the potential tax rate of the rich or wealthy or the upper middle class when she's sitting up here on SSD.
Florida. They're going to go to Florida because Florida is trying to do away with a lot of taxes. Those companies, if Wall Street leaves New York and all of those big corporations, he's trying to say, even if the headquarters leave, as long as you do business in New York, well, if the economy is screwed, then you don't have a lot of consumers. So they can do business in every other state but New York and survive, you know, because there's only so many things that New Yorkers buy that you can't sell outside of New York. The market usually is the same, you know.
Yeah, but you seen how they seize all the Bitcoin money.
So they're trying to in California. They saying if you don't touch it,
they ain't trying to. They already done did it.
They did it.
Yeah, it's in the paper.
I heard it.
I'll send it to you.
That if
No,
you
I'm
don't
gonna
touch
send it to
your
you.
Bitcoin for 2 years, the state is gonna take it.
They already done did it. They already. I'm gonna send it to you.
That's what I
Trust me, they
read
already
today
done
or
did it.
yesterday.
No, they already done did it. They already done
I'm
did
so
it.
glad I didn't invest in none of that.
Hey, people thought I was crazy, but I told
I
them
just didn't
that
trust it because I'm sitting here like, where did it come from? And you know, what's the backing of it? That's where I was just like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't bother to really learn about it either. So, because I knew I was trying to go.
Why are you talking about it?
I was trying to go back and do something very, I was trying to simplify. I was trying to simplify, be simple with everything. I wasn't trying to, you know, grow old and still be grinding. That's what I did not want to do, you know, as hard as what I was, you know, all my whole entire work life.
Oh, your whole entire work life, you worked in strip clubs. You are not working at Grandma's strip club. There is no strip club that got you working in the back office, sis.
I was kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I'll send it to you, you know, so you can see it for yourself.
Really?
Man, I'm finna send you a whole headline that people ain't even paying attention to because they're not reading. They just going by what somebody else tells them.
They don't read or read.
Nesto, you have nothing but time. You're sitting in the clink for the past 3 years. The rest of us are working, grinding, taking care of kids, taking care of our spouses, managing ourselves, going for maintenance appointments, trying to catch a movie, eat good, sleep good, rest good. Everybody's busy. You have time. You have all the time, sir. Okay. And an illiterate bum like you needs to sit and read a few things. Ain't nobody got time for all that. Everybody is very busy. Okay. Are you kidding me?
Research. And because what the news do is they give you a portion or a fraction of the information and leave out a narrative that's important. And then people just listen to that and then they run with it. And it's like, did you read? You know, did you research? Or do you just turn on the TV and just listen to that bias station?
Well, all right. Well, I definitely enjoyed the conversation. Can't wait till it's live. It's live. It's live.
Right.
Yeah, it's live.
It's
yeah,
coming.
well,
It's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah, it is coming, and the shift is coming as well. Yes, it is.
And
it's
what's
a different
coming?
world. It is coming, and the shift is coming as well. Yes, it is. It's a different world out there now. I'm in here now, but I'm definitely aware of what's going on. Yes, I am. So, All
I'm
right,
laying
well,
low. Look, I'm laying low.
but you're doing the right thing because there's some
You got
people
to.
not going to lay low like that.
You got to lay low.
Mm.
And until whatever happens, happens. Anything happens, I'm good. I'm laying low. The power shut off. I'm good. I got a generator and I got what's I could live off the grid. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm good. I don't need what's, you know what I'm saying, all of that. Till the storm go like it need to
With
go.
your 3
Okay,
gallons
so
of
you ready for
water.
the robots? Wash your clothes and all that. You know, putting gas in your car.
With her 3
It's already
gallons of
happening.
water.
I'm living quite primitive compared to how I used to. And it's a choice and it's not bothering me at all.
Oh, okay.
You know, I'm not bougie like you.
I'm not none of that. I'm in jail. I don't see nothing going on. My feet are killing me right now. I don't see nothing bougie about
Did you
that.
change your diet?
That ain't got nothing to do with it.
Yes,
How
it is.
How you gonna change diet in jail?
When you got no control over it, I get that.
Okay, thank you.
But the
Thank you.
She's so argumentative. It's like relax with your little aggressive self. Get the pics of Earth Rover and Sheena. And I know she doesn't. No, she says she likes the Earth Roamer. Those things cost $500,000. She doesn't have one of those. She said she would love to have one. But no, those are no. She knows she doesn't have that. Yeah, it's top of the line. It's like on a F-350 or I forget what it's on, like a Ram. I think it's on like a Ram. Is it? I forget which chassis it's on, but I feel like they're on F-350 chassis and they're huge. But no, she doesn't have that. She has a Eddie Bauer. She has an Eddie Bauer something.
They're supposed to put you on a special diet. And they do have special diets in there.
How many special diets that I've been on in 3 years? All right. It ain't working.
I know. I know.
But anyway,
So if you know it and you've talked about it with him on numerous occasions, why do you continue to try to engage with him, to argue with him about his food? Like, Sonya, you need to find some better conversation with this guy. Because you're, you know what I'm saying? Like, do what you want to do, but you're stupid and you're not providing comfort. But why would you argue with this man who is on a supper line? Okay, he has to go for chow call. He gets what the people give him, and all he can do is eat the food that they give him. He has no control over his food.
Yeah. Well, you enjoy your evening. It's good enough for me right now. I can go another day. Yes. Thank you. Appreciate you.
You got to live through me.
It's on an F-350
Yeah, I'm
chassis.
doing that.
Yeah, you got to live through me.
Okay, I sure do. Because I can talk to my other buddy, a real man, because it ain't too many in here.
Oh my God. Listen.
Man.
You know I know. That's because most of them raised by women. You know what I'm saying? And most women can't raise a real man.
Boy,
and they
the
gonna
things
sit
I be
around
hearing.
and just mimic their mama because they don't know. They're gonna mimic what they see, which is mama crying, whining, bitching, and they. I watched one of my relatives do that, and he's the exact twin of his mother when it comes to behavior. When he called, you don't even know if it's him or her.
You're sitting there with a whole entire incel, okay?
Like his whole mannerism is his mama.
Hold on. Now it's funny that you say that because
his whole mannerism is his mama, and it's crazy.
Well, Nesto didn't raise any boys.
Is this, you know what I'm saying? Just
What
check if
what
it's him or
kids
her.
did
And it be
Nesto
him, but it
raise?
sounded like her. And has everything. Just be like his mom.
Well, what kids did this man raise?
That should be crazy to me.
This is the man who let all his baby moms raise their kids. He didn't meet Dion until Dion was 13 years old. This is a man who made 6 kids in and around Atlanta, and the ladies raised their babies because this guy was running around doing whatever he wanted. What are you talking about? You sound stupid. You just sound like a woman who's mad because your mother took off on your daddy. Okay? Talk about what you do know.
They don't understand how you just really got to keep daddy in the picture, especially when you got a boy or girl. Because them girls move a certain way when they don't have a father in their life.
Well, and that's why your daughter is doing what she does. Your daughter goes to work in fishnets and bustiers over there at the strip club to slang beers and cocktails.
You know, they move a certain way.
She's
And
definitely
it's just so
projecting.
important. I feel like after 10, it's more so the father that need to raise the kids after 10. The mother can start from the nurturing with the baby and all of that, you know what I'm saying? But once that kid get 10, daddy need to be more of the parent than the mama. That nurturing is done. You don't need that. You need that father. You need that father. And then these women, and because
She acts like she's some sort of parenting expert, and she's absolutely insane.
one like that one they was talking about this ball player
Yes,
that got
Tomas is
drafted, and
incel.
his
Yes.
dad died. You know, the sad. But his mom and his sisters was
The Durhams, because she was in jail for a minute. The Durhams, and then also the baby Favels.
his surrounding,
As far as
and
who
they
raised
picked out his
Sonya's
outfit, and
kids,
he
the
just
baby
looked
Favels and
so
the Durhams.
suspect.
Sonya was outside
And then
and
when you
in
watch him
jail.
talk, you just trying to figure out if he's straight, and he is, but it's just you can't tell. You just really can't tell he's straight, and he has this much manliness in him.
How much?
Being around all them women. I'd have kicked his ass out the house. Like, go hang out with, you know what I'm saying? Your uncle, or find somebody. You need to be around a man. Get out my face. I used to do that with my son. Send him. Go stay with my brother. Go stay with my
I
father.
find that hard to believe.
I'm not a sensitive type female, so he didn't, get any type of that trait because I don't move like that. But I made sure I sent him around men. So he moves like a man. He moves like a man. He don't move like a,
She needs her
You
hormone
ain't got time
replacement.
to be like,
Who said, where's
no.
Vic to the Veil? Did someone say, I feel like Vic said that she needed her hormone replacement. Sonya is in need of some progesterone and something. She needs her hormone replacement. This chick is out of control. Her mouth is on fire.
No.
Just dumb. Denise said just
You know what I'm
dumb.
saying? He's 100%. You would think he was raised in the 80s.
Girl, bye.
My friend was telling me that today. He was saying, because he's with him now. And he was like, you did a wonderful job with your son.
Okay, you did a wonderful job with your son. He's so compliant. He does whatever I ask him to do. Okay, girl. Why is your whole grown son up under? Look at Nesto's face. Why is your whole grown in his 20s son sitting up under one of your grown man nasty friends? Ew. Your son should be at his own apartment, paying his own bills and managing his own apartment, maybe have a roommate. There is nothing that a young 20s young man needs to be doing with anybody not his father or his uncle. So what are you talking about? That sounds so suspect, okay? It sounds very sus that you've got Tomas out and about with one of your male friends. It sounds weird.
He said, you should be so proud. You should be so proud. He graduated last month.
What? From what? I thought you said he had his master's. So did he graduate from Plumbing Academy? Did he master pipes, or what's going on? What did he graduate? Because you told us he dropped out. You told us he dropped out of the music program. You told us he dropped out of college. You told us that he let you know like a week before graduation a year ago that he didn't finish something. Then you told us that he had a master's degree, and now you're saying he graduated from something. Which one is it?
Okay.
Yeah, and I said I am. I am. I am. Very proud. Very proud. Very proud of her. You know what I'm saying?
We're going to get you. Seem like you're alert now, so that's good.
What the hell? It's what, 6? That's like
Yeah, go and
6:45?
go and get your nap.
I'm
Get
hungry,
your
but I'm
nap.
gonna take my nap first. I'm gonna take a nap. I'm hungry.
All right, cool.
I think I might cook. I don't know. Look at you.
Yeah.
What's your beard?
Well, you ask me that every time. You know that, right?
I can't see it.
You don't ain't like no with no beard. You don't ain't like people. You don't ain't like people with beard. You don't like that. So I'm trying to figure out.
I don't.
Yeah,
I don't.
you know, yeah.
I like that Muhammad Ali clean.
Okay, I mean, that's what you like. Ain't nothing wrong
know
with
what?
you like. Stick what you like.
But yours is fine because you can grow it. But you know how them guys
Yours
be
is
having them
fine.
spotted beards and it's like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? You can't grow it and they still be trying to like struggle with it. And it's like, just cut it off or just have a goatee. I told my son, because he's not a hairy person, I said, don't you dare do that. I better not see you with no.
Why don't you just go see Tomas? Why don't you find Tomas and take the edge off of missing your son so much? I get it. I mean, as a mom, sometimes you miss your kid. Why don't you go find Tomas or call Tomas and have him meet you halfway to wherever you're at and go and give him a hug and get up off of him?
Starter
Damn.
kit trying to have one of those and it ain't growing. Just leave it alone. I said, just leave it alone and just wear your little goatee because he can do that, But all of this, it ain't happening. I told him, I said, don't be out here looking like no, like you're trying, but you can't get it to grow. He's not a hairy person. He got no hair on his arms. It's like none on his chest.
She won't
He's not a
leave
hairy
Tomas
person. None on his
alone.
legs.
He's a
A little, but
man.
not a lot. He's not a hairy person. But I was like, you may never grow this. I don't think he'll grow that.
Yeah, Nesto doesn't care. Nesto has what? 3 boys and 3 girls, or 2 boys and however many girls, 4 girls. Whatever this man got, he didn't raise none of his kids. None of them. Why does anyone talk to this man about being a father? He's a bum. He's a bum and he never raised any kids. He probably never paid child support. He is really what people talk about, a sperm donor. He's a sperm donor. The only thing he did was that if somebody out here really bad wanted a baby, he made that happen. But then you had to deal with his fucking DNA. Okay? That's the booby prize, is his dumb, slow ass DNA.
Okay. All right.
Like you're fortunate because a lot of guys be wanting that.
Well,
and you
girl, yes, deadbeat grandma and grandpa. A repeat deadbeat dad and grandpa, but it's deadbeat grandpa and deadbeat grandma. She didn't really raise her kids either.
A whole Santa Claus situation.
Yeah. Well,
did they even try to track Katie for college? You got Sydney over there going to work in thongs and fishnets. And she's almost 40. And then you got the little girl just graduating. If she graduated from high school, do they even have her set up for any type of college or junior college or beauty school or aesthetic school, any type of professional training certification to make a coin? Or is she at the club with her mama?
Hey, I got to thank God for what I have, right? You're funny.
I'm just thinking of some stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I know where you. Yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, you have a wonderful evening. I'll send it to you. Let you see. You can look it up for yourself. I ain't making it up. Yeah.
Making it up. But like I said, they said that California was going to do that. They just passed a bill or a law, or whatever, saying if you don't touch it in 2 years, they taking it. And that's
already
crazy to me. How you gonna take my shit? How you gonna take my shit? That's weird.
Oh, listen, they're taking the 401k too.
It's supposed to be like money. So how you gonna just take my money just because I'm not doing it? That's crazy.
I think you forgot
California.
about that. I think you forgot about that article that you read 2 years ago, and they're going into that. What you call it?
I told you.
Yeah,
Digital currency.
everybody.
I told you.
No, you was talking about how people are gonna be living in their own neighborhood and they can't come out 30-mile radius.
That's true too. I already told you.
Okay.
They're trying to.
That-
It's going to be
Yeah,
digital
it's all-
currency. Then they're trying to do that ID crap, and then they're trying to lock people down in their neighborhoods. That's
We're
the
already
thing.
working on that.
I already know. That's why they did what they did in California. And they burnt up that whole neighborhood. And then he had these plans already approved and certified, and the engineers like, how did you do all of that? And shit just caught fire yesterday. And they stopped talking about it. And they making it hard for them people to rebuild. And then insurance companies had dropped a lot of those people, so they weren't insured.
You seen the new Amazon trucks that's drive by robots?
I didn't get the robots. I have the electric ones that come because I've been ordering up some stuff, for the last 2 weeks. But I've seen the electric trucks, but we haven't.
Yeah.
But listen, there is a restaurant down here that I went to, and it's being like, and the kitchen is people, but everybody on the floor is robots. It's robots. When you come in the door, it's robots, and they seat you, take your order. It's robots. They don't have waitresses and waiters or hostess. They have robots.
So have you seen it with the AI with the restaurants? No, fast food when they go into the drive-through.
I went in one. It's one down here, and it's like an Asian type of restaurant, and everybody on the floor is a robot. The kitchen is the only thing that had people in it, but everybody on the floor was robots, a little shorter than me, like half my size. And then it was a wait, and I'm like, I'm not even trying to figure this out. I was so hungry, I just walked out. But I want to check it out. But yeah, they got them down here. They probably have them even more in that truck. In because I was in a really well-to-do area, so they always try stuff like that in those areas because you got them type of people that can understand that. I guess in the hood they might steal them.
Sonya, you live in a fucking truck. You live in a box truck. Can you please be quiet? We're trespassing again.
I thought, hey, you laughing,
Bella.
but I
Trespassing again.
thought about that. With
They're on the back of that truck. Niggas got the robots.
Be
They
funny.
program them to go in stores and hold them up.
Girl, I think if that were my mom, I would be mad that she got with Nesto and she lost all her ambition. She lost her cute. She lost her ambition. She doesn't want to make a coin. She got her disability and she basically lost her mind. She went ahead and now she wants to be a nomad. She wants to be, and there's nothing wrong with traveling per se. But it's just something's wrong with her, put it that way.
Yeah, but it's in a a highly policed area. I don't know if they'll put them in the hood. I don't see that happening. Maybe in the window if they can if they can't get them through the window, but there's some smart black people out there that don't do right, and they took those and try to sell them.
Wow.
Got the robots. What you talking about?
Why it gotta be us? So you're trying to say that nobody else steals and flips? As someone who is it on this call where they were saying that Sonya just steals so much when the district attorney was like, she's a thief. You would know. Again, there she goes deflecting again. Sonya, you're the one who's on the call. Well, Nesto, I think, stole too, but you're on the call with accepting stolen merchandise. You're the one with the felony accepting stolen merchandise. You're the one. Okay, about 2 hours later.
You woke up yet?
I never took a nap. I didn't take a nap. I ended up cleaning up a little bit, just sitting here. You know why? Because I said, okay, I can hold on for 2 hours and just go to bed early. That's all. I'm just gonna go to bed early.
Yeah.
I don't have anything to do tomorrow. Check up on your situation, but I have nothing to do. What else is stuff is done?
I have nothing to do.
Can't go to the gym, work these legs out.
Okay. Oh, I thought you stopped doing that. I didn't know.
Yeah, what?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know, it's nice something I want to make sure you miss your show. You know.
Oh yeah. No.
Yeah.
So you just want to wake me up? No, I never even. Man, I'm sitting in the same location. I didn't even all I did was turn the air on because I had turned the air off. So all I did was turn the air on and shut the blinds because it got dark.
Oh.
So
Okay.
yeah, it got dark.
Okay.
Dark outside. Yeah. So all I did was put my blinds up and put my cover my windshield up. I was just sitting here thinking, reminiscing on that RV that I saw. Those two that I'm like, RV was so fucking nice. It wouldn't fit where I'm at though. It's just, oh my god, that RV was so nice. And it was on a Mercedes chassis. And it was all black. Man, it's just nice.
They got them big wheels on it.
They have a what?
The RV chassis got the big wheels on it. You know, that's what they're doing.
Yes. I like that, right? Man. So there's one, it's three I actually like, but it was like a dually. They took the dualies off the back and put a lift kit on it, and then put the terrain tires on them. Oh, it looks so nice. So nice. I was like, man. And it's by this new company, Lineage, I think is the name of the company. And it was black on the outside. It was like a black charcoal gray exterior. And it was like a Super C. Nice. Freaking nice. I was kind of hesitant. I mean, I knew I was going, but because I went to that one in Atlanta, that Camping World gave, and it was like a total like flop. Like they didn't have anything nice. They had this because I did sit in this, but they didn't have anything that I was just like thinking about after I left, right? This one was super nice. La Mesa gave it, right? And it was like they had so many vehicles that were so freaking nice. They had like all of my dream RVs they had. Every class. They had a Newmar. They had the Accolade. They had the Plateau. And then they had the other one by Lineage. And then they had the one like the Earth Roamer. But it was by Land. No, what was it? Over. Oh, I can't think of the name of that one. Hold on. But yeah, it was super freaking nice. I enjoyed myself. And it was slow there. It wasn't even like a busy.
It wasn't
it was slow. So you could go in and out of the RVs without it being a line or a rush of people, because it was on since Thursday, Friday, Saturday,
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't super crowded.
She's very much uninformed.
Hold on, I took it with this phone. That's that phone. What's the name of it? RV. My glasses. How my glasses at? Or did I send it to you on the other one? This is the one. It was 189,190, right? Oh, I can't send you videos. I wish I could.
Yeah, not in this place. Some other places. Young boys, they do.
And you know what they did with the kitchen? Because it doesn't have any slide out. Because I really don't. I'm not a fan of slide outs. Anything that could go, that could break. They made the kitchen narrow, so when you're walking through, it's not just, all in the, your hallway is a lot wider than normal. And they got like a 50-inch television over the gate. So nice.
What? First of all, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
What are you going to do with all that? You don't use the bathroom. You don't use the shower. You won't use the toilet. You won't cook. You won't do any, what do you need all of that stuff for when you're not going to use it? What's the point?
I did. I had a good day. I actually did. I had a wonderful day. Can't even complain.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Made some chicken tacos when I got in. And
She knows she made
and
some
so
Alfredo
yeah,
chicken tacos.
okay, I need to see what's the name of it. Storyteller.
Who's whining,
That's who it is,
Portia?
right?
That's the
Storyteller.
name of the company?
That's the name of a vehicle, and it's by so and this one was $500,000, but the van that they make was $250,000. They make a van for a quarter, but the one that looks like an earth warmer, it looks just like one, right? With the stupid terrain tires. Tires look like they're half my size, like they go halfway up my body. That's how huge they are. Like them tires, right? I know you know what I'm talking about. Them tires look like they're about $1,500 a piece. Them tires look like they're about $1,500 to $2,000 a piece just on the tires. They're still like you would cry. Like I got a flat tire the first week I got this, right? And it cost me $600 to fix the flat tire. And I had to get roadside service, but that part was free. So the tire was $600, right? For the tire and the work for it to put it on. I was just feeling some type of way about that because I had never had a flat tire a day in my life. In all the years of driving, I had never had a flat. Well, I had a low tire, but I never had was out driving. And
How did
flat,
she get
right?
a flat tire in her brand new situation?
They put them on there because they're taken from the old Army RV, old Army H1 vehicles.
That H1, man, it's a dude that have one around here. And he's always, it's green, it's army green. He's always like, I see him going up and down the street and he got an old army looking H1. It's so nice. So nice. You know what I'm saying?
So they got
right.
pumps inside the tires so that they can go up and down. The tires, deflate them and make them go up. They use that so they can go underwater. So they flatten the tires a little bit so they can go underwater.
Right.
That's why they're putting them on them RVs.
Well, this is mainly an off-road, right? An off-road vehicle. They don't really, they want to.
No. This is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is they're making them when they go off-road like that, they flatten the tires so they go across the rocks even better. They don't flatten them all the way to make it softer so they can grab the rocks.
Right.
That's why they do that.
She doesn't understand physics, and only reason why Nesto is because he knows a little bit about cars. She doesn't know anything about that. Save your.
I didn't even make it to the front part of the vehicle. They had the hood pop, but of course the vehicle's so high, I can't see past the headlights. Right, the headlights is probably like right at my face. But they had the hood up to like show you the motor, and I was just like, I can't. I just want to see what's on the inside. I'm not buying this vehicle. It's like it is not for me. And then when I saw the ticket, I'm like, I would.
Well, yeah. I mean, Sonya, you can't afford that.
Never give somebody $500,000 for a vehicle. Never, ever. Never, ever. Not for a vehicle.
Well,
you know how much acreage you can buy? How much land you can buy with that for $500,000?
So she's not bought and sold on RVing or nomading, because if she really bought into the notion of home on wheels and that's her house, then she wouldn't be just thinking of it as a vehicle, because it's not. It's probably 10 times better what she has right now.
That's why I used to be nice about bags, and I'll go like, okay, I have like $1,500 and I'm going to get a bag, right? And then when I get to the mall, I'll be like, for $1,500, I get 2 bags.
Well, what are you getting for $700?
You know, instead of buying, like, you know how purses are expensive. But I would always be like, okay, I would go to Burberry and I would have like, you know, I'm going to get a specific bag. But when I get there,
what bag are you getting at Burberry for $1,500? That's what I would like to know. What are you getting there for $1,500? It's a lie. That's a lie. What are you getting for $1,500?
In my mind, I'm sitting there like, why would I give them $1,500 for one bag when I could get 2?
Exactly. If that's what you're thinking in your mind, then you're never going to buy a $1,500 bag. What would make you think that this is a plausible conversation when you are already questioning the notion of spending $1,500 for a purse, and then you are also you're telling him that you could go buy 2 bags for $7? But what bags? What are you buying for $700? What's in the $700 range that you're going to get? That's what I would like to know. What is Sonya carrying in that $700 range? I would like to know what's in that $700 price range. That's my question.
I could never give them $500,000 for a vehicle. When I could get for that, I'd be like, Man, I can get 2 vehicles worth of
Okay.
land for $500,000. Like, I would just not do that. I would just,
A
it's just,
$700 bag and living in a camper. That's what I want to know.
so many other things I could do with that instead of just buying that one thing. You get me?
No, not even. She
As
can't
nice
even
as
get
it
a
is,
raincoat.
I would just be
You
like,
can't even. The raincoats are like maybe. You cannot even get. No.
I'll spend $250 on some land, and then
Maybe
I
a
would get,
turtleneck.
a vehicle and maybe buy or build like a what do
She
you call it?
meant
Container
17
home.
purses, right? Yeah.
So the container home
Yeah.
the container home to build one cost you a nice one $60,000. Maybe not even that much.
You can buy for $2,500, $2,800. I don't know what.
Right. I'm just saying finished, like done. Like completely renovated, like a 40 footer.
You can do that yourself.
I know. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't. I was
Nesto with
looking
this,
at that
you
when
can
they
do
were
it
talking about people
yourself.
build these vans, and I was like, all right,
Sorry, I
maybe
know
I'll
my
do that. I'll go to my
capabilities,
brother's
and
house
I
and
will
just park
pay
in his
for something
driveway
to be
and for like
done.
3 months. Because all my cousins do construction, and I would just like grab, help me with the plumbing, help me with the electric, and then you have somebody just help me on something every day, right, and just build it out. But then I was like, I don't think I want to do that.
Okay.
I'll just buy something that's done, and that's how I felt about it. Because I just, first of all, people don't always want to look out for you, or even if I pay them, which I have some paying somebody to help me do something. It was still like, what I'm saying, people aren't reliable, So I was just
Really? Let me go see.
hold on, let me put this down.
The pride ain't it.
What did I do to? Hold on, what? Hold on. Oh, it wasn't that. Hold on, let me turn this down.
No, go ahead and watch the show. I'll call it see you later.
I had to pause it earlier. Hold on.
Yeah.
I was trying to turn it down.
Yeah,
It's
go
okay.
get all your rest.
Catch up on the record.
Yeah. That's all you know. All right. I know it's going on.
Call me tomorrow. Love y'all. Call me tomorrow. All right.
Uh-oh. Did she delete it and turn off
Thank you for using
comments?
Global Tellink.
Did you get a
Don't forget to like and
screenshot?
subscribe so you don't miss the next one.
Hold on. I think, did she delete it? Hold up. Okay, which comment are you talking about? I think she deleted it because there were 2 posts, and I think she deleted one. This is the one with the comments still that I still have it in my thing. So who said that? Hi, Dory. Shirley responded to subliminal comment about, okay, girl, let's get into it. Hold on. Let's get into it. Steve said hello. Hold on. Can y'all see? Okay. All right. I love a little. Let's find the comment. Easter egg hunt. Let's see. Girl, we know you're looking good. Eat your heart out. You couldn't. Yeah, you're looking good. Eat your heart out. You could never. Oh, is it? Are you talking about this? Facebook friend Dory. Is that the one you're talking about? Hey girl, we know you're looking. Eat your heart out. You could never. And Shirley gives a heart and a strawberry. Not in this lifetime or the next. Let's see. Yup, looking amazing, Shirley. Beautiful. Snatched. Oh, there's Sheridan. Sheridan's got her page private. Sheridan said snatched. Okay, looking good. Love you. Look good. Very nice. Miss Shirley Strawberry. Look amazing. Yes, ma'am. We'll go tomorrow. Put some pre-wash in your hair. Okay. They better talk to you nice. Okay. So good to see you smiling, happy. We may as well capture these comments because I think she deleted this post. Every now and then you gotta pop out and show them. Okay. Okay. Period. See if there's anything in here. Still standing. Independence Day looks beautiful on you. Girl, the comments are coming through. Good. I'm sure Steve Harvey show reposted. They love it when Shirley does a little two-step on her page. Oh wait. I feel like I just saw Bougie Gang. Bougie Gang in the house. Okay. I see you. I see you, KK. Let me like her comment. Okay. Shirley getting so much love. Steve Harvey said you would wear your midriff to a bank holdup. Laughing my ass off. I'm not mad at you. That's funny. Steve Harvey said you would wear your midriff to a bank holdup. So Shirley likes a little what do they call that? She likes a little crop top. Yes. Shirley likes a crop top. Okay. Steve knows that. He's known her for decades and decades. Shirley with the crop top. Yes. You better. Okay. Very cute. Okay, we're looking. Girl, the comments are nonstop. People came through. Okay. Okay. I see Bougie Gang representing in the comments all up and down. Okay. I see y'all repping in the comments. I see you guys. Okay. Okay, Bougie Gang. Very cute. This is what Shirley did for her birthday last year. We remember that look, right? But look, she took down the post. You see that? And then this post has no comments. You see that? Oh, okay, there it is. Okay. So she took down one because did you guys notice she had posted it twice? Okay, so they're there. Okay, comments are there. Okay. All right, very cute. Thank you to the person that brought that to our attention. Shirley looking oh so cute. Shirley loves a crop top. He said she would wear it to a bank holdup. That is hilarious. Shirley and the kiddos. This is the picture that Sonya sent to Nesto, and they were trying to crack on her cake. So it's okay when Nesto is cracking on Shirley, but when he cracks on you, then you want to call it out to him and act like you're all hurt. Shirley looks very good in white. This is she's still, is this the one where Nesto is still here? So Panay, Tasha, Shirley and her steady group of friends.
And many more.
I feel like we're gonna see Nesto.
Whatever.
You've been with her long enough to know she ain't got no coat.
We love her.
Nesto is. That's at Bent Creek. That's the house that she said she loved that had bugs in it.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Yeah, Boneytail, who's gonna sing you happy birthday? Okay. Who's singing Boneytail happy birthday? It's funny she still got Nesto on her page. I'm sure she probably maybe she didn't realize he's still there. I would imagine she would know though, but is this when her and okay. All right. I wonder what happened to this dog. Okay, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. We're just fooling around now. Sure looks cute there. Okay, guys. We've been live for a minute. I hope you guys had a good lunch. I didn't ask you guys your lunches today, but I'm assuming they were good. Does Shirley have a word for us?
Hey, it's your
here?
girl, Shirley Strawberry, inviting you to join me tomorrow for the Strawberry Letter Live after show on Facebook. Find me at My Girl Shirley or Shirley Strawberry on Facebook, okay? I want to see you there. It's at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
Okay, Shirley. Okay. We'll see you then. I like the little blonde. I like the little blonde swoopy doop in the front. It's probably like a little fun hair track, a little track in the front. What do you guys think? Cute. Okay, guys, let me go up off of here. I love looking at people's feeds. Okay. Anyway, who is calling? Okay. Miss Shirley has motivated me to get back into walking. Girl, it's never too she looks really good. And honestly, if you remember 20 years ago, if you think about if you remember Shirley before Nesto, Shirley was thickums. Shirley was thickums. I don't know what she did between, when Tommy used to try to play with Shirley, and he would be like, "Yeah, I like them big," and you know what I'm saying? Remember that? She lost a lot of weight and she's maintained it off for a very long time, well over a decade. 15 years ago, Shirley was thick. Probably 20 years ago, she definitely was thick, right? No, I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about before Nesto. She was thick. She probably was about a good 12 or a 14. I don't know, maybe even a 16. She was thick. And she lost a lot of weight. When she started dating Nesto, she was on her skinny girl thing. She lost, I would say, I don't know. She looks like she probably lost about 50, 60 pounds at one point, probably well over a decade ago. Go back to her old pictures. I mean, it's not a bad thing, but she went kind of on a weight loss journey. And that was before she met Nesto. She was like a little bit thick. Yeah. She was but she's lost a lot of weight. She's like, she's a nice size, whatever size she is, but she doesn't hold on. You'd have to go way back. She's maintained a weight loss now for well over a decade. Where if you didn't know her like that, you'd probably be surprised to know that she looked completely different. But probably right in the years before she we learned about this guy she got married to, because I was shocked because I remember her getting engaged and I remembered her getting married, and I kind of wasn't paying attention after that. I was shocked to find out that the guy she married was this clown. I really was. And the only reason why I'm bringing it, Tommy used to always say something like, I like my girls big. And he used to say all kinds of stuff like that. And she was like, well, I'm going to lose this weight. And she started losing weight. Steve was losing weight. Everybody was losing weight. Carla was losing weight. It was like everybody on the show. That was just kind of a theme once upon a time. Everybody was losing weight. They were all doing different things. I think Steve, it wasn't the biggest loser, but Steve, they were all in competition to lose weight. Now it's all coming back to me. And they were doing like either weekly or monthly check-ins. Steve was definitely doing a check-in. I think he wanted to get a suit or something, and he wanted very specific size, and he was trying to get his weight down because he had gotten, he had gotten up there. They'd all gotten up there, and they were all working to lose weight at the same time. I mean, it had to be, gosh, a long time ago. I'm talking about the early 2000s, y'all, because that's probably when I used to listen. When I used to listen like every day getting in the car. Um, it could have been almost 15, 20 years ago. Her and back in those days when her and Tommy used to flirt, that's going back damn 15, 20 years now. She always looked good. She looks incredible now. Yeah. My point is this: 20 years ago at 50, maybe you'd think, oh, I'm good. Fast forward, look how amazing she looks, and her taking that time to handle, to feel better about herself, has her looking super duper cute. Which post was what? Her in the white jeans? It's a post she put up today on her Instagram. If you go to her Instagram, my girl Shirley, it's today's post. That was what we were looking at, and then I scrolled a little bit through her Instagram feed. Okay. All right, you guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. This is another longie. We just can't not go 2 hours, can we? My God, what is it? Anyway, y'all, I love you guys. Have a good afternoon. You might see me back if there's a verdict, girl. We only have 30 more minutes before 5 o'clock, and I don't think the jury is gonna go past 5. But if there's a verdict or something, I'm gonna come back. But if not, then I'll see y'all in the morning. Okay. I'll see y'all later. Okay. Love you too, boo. Okay. Thank you guys for coming in and chilling and chillaxing today. Hey Thessie, hey boo. So I'll see you guys a little bit later. Make sure to comment if there's anything we need to check up on, fact check, anything like that. Let me know. Otherwise, I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay. You guys take care. This was so much fun. See you later. Bye. What? They're piling into the courtroom. What? Hold on. Girl. Is the jury back? They said the jury's back? Baby. Hold on. Are they back for real? Jesus. Hold on, let me see live. Let me go to live. Somebody's going to be outside talking about Combs. Okay, hold on a second. Let me pull up Inner City Press. Maybe do they have a verdict back? Oh my god. Hold on a second. Y'all. I don't even know. Girl. I had no idea. If anyone ever curious about the verdict watch, this is us. The press looks like. Okay. X. All right, let me get government says Diddy case gave YouTuber Tisa Tells VIP seating during the trial. Government in the Sean Diddy Combs case gave YouTuber Tisa Tells VIP seating during the trial. There is also a gag order in place for the lawyers not to speak to the media regarding the case. Diddy trial, she has been campaigning against Combs since the trial has started. Just my... Oh, okay. Dennis is dropping tea on his ex, by the way. Okay, let me get to Inner City Press. Okay, Sean Combs deliberation day 2. 421 Diddy's bought in stands. Okay, let me pull it just a second. I didn't know we were going to be doing this. Oh my god. Do they actually have, did they say they have a verdict? Hold on. Get this comment off. Oh no. Sean Combs is sitting surrounded by 8 lawyers who are talking. Sean Combs is sitting around by his 8 lawyers who are talking. He is looking down, his hands crossed on his lap. Sean Combs bought in, stands with his hands in his pockets as Agnifilo speaks to him. His other lawyers come and huddle around him. He sits down. Oh my God. Is it verdict time? Did they say it was verdict time? Did they say we've reached a verdict? I don't know when this came, where this comes from. It says government rights to bring the court's attention the below news article published this morning that reports on a sealed proceeding involving juror number 7. The article cites an anonymous source with direct knowledge, respectfully, Mitzi Steiner. Okay, so is this it? Let's see. So 11 minutes ago, after a long lull, now Combs, Agnifilo, Steele, and Shapiro are back in the courtroom. Meanwhile, the U.S. Attorney's Office belated docketed emails to the judge after inner city press requests. They were told to do so at least at the end of the week, but AUSA hands a piece of paper to Combs. AUSA hands a piece of paper to Combs. Agnifilo, who passes it on. Driscoll confers with Westmoreland. Sean Combs will not be brought into the courtroom from the holding cell. That's at 419, 421. Combs is brought in, stands with his hands in his pockets. Agnifilo speaks to him. Okay. Is that it? Sean Combs with rubbing his eyes, one with his thumb, the other with his index finger. His lawyers continue talking. Now Nicole Westmoreland to Xavier Donaldson. Agnifilo goes forward, then returns and hands Sean Combs a piece of paper. He stares at it. What's going on? Y'all, I could not take the feeds. It's like it's too much. Okay, let's see. Agnifilo goes forward. Agnifilo goes forward, then returns and hands Sean Combs a piece of it. It's at 4:30. Y'all. They're just watching the moves to see like what's going on. Did they say that? I don't know. I don't see anything where it says that the jury has reached a verdict or anything like that. Anyway, okay. I'm going to let you guys go watch the verdict comes through, but if it does, I'll come back. Jury's shocking verdict imminent. Diddy trial. Did the jury just protect a serial predator. What's going on? Someone's saying this is getting ridiculous with the notes just to drag it out. Where is all of the evidence for them to go over? And now they're asking for transcripts from day 2 of the witnesses. I was that judge. I get on those jurors. If I was that judge, I would get on those jurors and hope this is not how the case is turning out. Note after note. Have there been any updates or news about juror number 25? So what's going to happen to all the big music executives that Diddy is trafficking? Ooh, okay. Well, okay. I don't know if they're going to have a decision today. Let me do one more refresh and see what's going on here. After talking to Agnifilo, Sean Combs looks down again, resting his head in his right hand. I don't know, guys. All right, are you guys still with me? Okay. The tension's in the air. I mean, anything could happen. CNN says there's a new note from the jury. What? Okay, let me check CNN. I need some water. Farrah's taking out her braids. I don't want to bother her. Let's see. Okay, look at Neat, guys. Meet the influencers live streaming outside of the Diddy trial. Okay, let's see what's going on first before we get into that. What we know about the 12 jurors deciding the fate of Sean Diddy Combs. Okay, juror 2, 69. Juror 2 is a 69-year-old man who works as a massage therapist in Manhattan. He has a bachelor in fine arts. Is that the one who was acting up the other day? We'll come back to that in a minute. So they are revisiting Daniel Phillips' testimony from day 1. So something interesting there. Jury requests key testimony transcripts. Cassie Ventura testimony regarding the Intercontinental incident. Ventura's testimony concerning the events at Cannes and those that immediately followed. Ventura testimony, if any, regarding the interactions, the freak-offs with Daniel Phillips. Phillips' testimony regarding the Essex Hotel incident with Ventura. Is that the PP one? Jury says we've reached a verdict on some of the counts. Okay, less than a minute ago, the jury sent a note at 4:05 that says we have reached a verdict on counts 2, 3, 4, and 5. What are 2, 3, 4, and 5? Hold on. Let's see. Y'all, this is going to be a super long live. Okay, hold on. If you want to follow along, go to my community posts. I posted the verdict sheet. Can Count 2 is the sex trafficking. Can you guys see this? Count 2 is the sex trafficking. Count 3 is the Mann Act. Count 4 is sex trafficking Jane and Mann Act Jane. Count 1 is the racketeering. How do you find, let me pull this document. Gee, it's like, my God. So they have a verdict on all but the first one. I know they might be like, look, y'all can work or y'all can stay late tonight. We'll keep but they might say, you know, okay, you need to go home. You know, I got to let my clerks off. Ay, ay, ay. All right. Blank verdict sheet. Let me pull this up so we can see it better. Okay. Is this better? Okay, this is the verdict sheet. So count 1 is the how do you find the defendant not guilty, guilty. If and only if you find the defendant guilty of count 1, which type of racketeering acts do you unanimously find were involved in the offense? Acts involving kidnapping, not proved, proved. Acts involving arson, not proved, proved. Acts involving bribery, not proved, proved. Acts involving witness tampering, not proved, proved. Acts involving forced labor, not proved, proved. And then it goes to acts involving sex trafficking, proved, not proved. Acts involving transportation for purposes of prostitution, not proved, proved. Acts involving drug distribution, not proved, proved. If and only if you find the defendant guilty of count 1, did a pattern of racketeering activity include sex trafficking of Cassie Ventura? Yes or no or yes. If and only if you find the defendant guilty of count 1, did the pattern of racketeering activity include sex trafficking Jane? No or yes. And then it's count 2. So CNN is saying that, let's go back to CNN. CNN is stating that the jury sent a note at 4:05 that says, we have reached a verdict on 2, 3, 4, and 5. So with the exception of 1, we are unable to reach a verdict on count 1 as we have jurors with unpersuadable opinions on both sides. It's like dun dun dun. What? It's raining in New York. Diddy is done. The trafficking will get him at least 20 years. Okay, let's see what Inner City Press has to say. Is there anything else? Okay, same thing he's stating. We have received a note at 4:05. It's the same thing. We received a verdict. We reached a verdict on 2, 3, 4, and 5. We are unable to reach a verdict on count 1. We have jurors. We have jurors on each side. How should we respond? Combs Agnifilo, after conferring with Combs, yes, Judge, okay, email me your proposals each side. I'll wait. I could give a modified Allen charge, or at some point I could tell them they could return a partial verdict. Email me, I'll wait. And then they break if like and can. Okay, that's not it. Okay, that's, what is that? Oh, contribute to inner city. Mm-mm-mm. That was 5 minutes ago. Mm. Prosecution and defense want jury to continue deliberating. Both the prosecution and defense want the judge to push the jury to continue deliberating. Sean Diddy Combs' attorney Mark Agnifilo said the defense would like the judge to bring out the jury to instruct them to continue deliberating rather than sending them a note. They are going to work on the wording of the instruction. Ooh. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. Let me shut this one down. What time is it? 4:46. Give me a minute. Do you guys want me to come back? And we'll see what they do. Because I did not intend for this to go this long, because it's gonna be super duper duper long. You can do a partial verdict. Oh my God, it just ran over to try to notify you, Bougie. You did? Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. The ultimate. Thank you. Very nice. Thank you. The ultimate learning experience. Thank you. Both sides want jury to continue deliberating. Sorry, I'm behind. Okay, give me just a minute. Let me shut this down and then we'll do a proper something. I just feel like I want to shut this one down. You can cut it up. You don't care about being here long. Yeah, I could. I could. Yeah, I could cut it and then just. Let's see. Okay, we'll just leave it going. I wonder how long they're going to stay. I mean, they could end up staying like all night. Let's see what's going on Instagram. They got to be cutting up. Somebody has got to be cutting up on Instagram right now. Someone just sent me a picture of Shirley when she was a little thicker. She still looks super cute. Don't get me wrong. Thick is not a bad thing. I know for some people thick is like a nightmare, but for us thickums, it's really not. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. All right, let's see. Let me show you. Let me show you guys real quick. This is Shirley thick. She still looks the same. She's just thicker, right? Now she's svelte. She's very much, she looks amazing, but she looked the same there, right? She just looked thicker. She looked a little thicker, right? Anyway, okay, let's get back to CNN. Anyone who was watching earlier, you know what I'm talking about. Let's go back to CNN. Let's see what they're talking about over here.
Why do couples choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can it keep me warm?
All right, let's wait for the little commercial to go by. CNN's like, we're gonna get our coins.
The Diddy trial.
Meet Miss Pleasant, aka maker of the Pop-Off Show on YouTube.
We're gonna do a fit check.
She's one of nearly a dozen live streamers you'll find outside the federal courthouse in New York City, while inside, Sean Diddy Combs sits on trial, facing life behind bars.
Hey, what's up? What's up? It's your girl, Neek.
Rain or shine, here for the past 8 weeks.
What compels you to actually be here every day?
I'm nosy. It has
Yeah, she says she nosy.
It has sex. It has crime. It has drugs.
Oh, you look nice today, Mama Combs. You stepping.
How many followers did you have at the start of this and versus how many you have now?
I had about maybe like 5,000 or so. Right now I got about 16,000. So I gained about maybe like 11,000 or so.
That's pretty good.
Many have amassed a huge following.
You just read these comments? What's
Yeah,
going on?
I'm reading the comments. I'm interacting with the people.
By giving unedited access to the chaos surrounding the courthouse.
When you see Barney, just do one of these.
Are you live streaming?
Yeah,
all
we're
of
live,
that?
man. We're all live.
Some streamers read courtroom transcripts word for word.
He kept his money. He kept his wallet.
This man reads off his own handwritten notes. Others chase down witnesses and Combs' family members.
Just now, I just had to run when the girls came. So I'm also doing the journalism. We're doing that. But then I'm doing the TMZ. And I'm getting on Happy Feet, sliding in for the count to catch my little footage.
So you're capturing everything.
I'm doing everything.
There is a type of way that we can talk to them that legacy media probably can't really give an opinion. They can't, we can be like, I wasn't feeling that, or I didn't like that. And they feel a relatability.
Oh, you're on live too. Oh, hi.
Multiple batteries, multiple chargers in case one breaks. Yeah.
Kealoha Connor was in marketing before a friend convinced her to step in front of the phone and live stream.
Guys, P. Diddy trial update.
First day I was like, it's not going to be anything. And then boom, like that first day I peaked at 20,000 and some change on people.
Now she's not looking back.
I want to go into journalism now because of all this. Are you able to monetize yet on this? Yeah, I was able to monetize on this one, day one. I do also get people who want to donate. They give cash apps. And on YouTube, there's a thing called super chats. They want to support your journey in any way that they can.
The trial now in the hands of jurors, with arguably more people tuned
There's
in
like
for the
100
verdict
people
than
outside.
ever before.
This is as big as the OJ trial. We do want to get closure and understand what this case is going to be. You know what I mean? What is it going to wrap
Simone,
up to
if
be?
you check Shade, we'll go to Shade Room. The only reason why I wasn't going to show Shade Room is because damn Blabbermouth is on there, but it's fine. Okay, let me refresh and see if CNN is reporting anything. Nothing. Let's see what Shade Room has to say. Hold on. Wait, is that what Mama Combs wore to court today? Baby. She said, I wore that. She wore black pants and animal print tops almost the whole time. And now she's wearing a little 1-2 and her big wig. Okay, Mom. She said, I'm going sporty today. Okay, well, makes sense. All right, let me go over here to Inner City and see what's going on real quick, and then let me find Shade Room. There's a Shade Room post. She put on a little 1-2, a little summer 1-2 set. Nothing, no updates. Okay. Shade Room. I feel like the internet is crashing. I think people are looking for updates of what's going on. Instagram user. Oh, they give instant messages now? Oh. Did you guys notice on your computer, like if you are on Instagram, it gives you like little bubble pops for updates? I hadn't seen that before. Like little bubbles. All right, let's see. I love this girl. I think she's so good. Hold on a second.
Our Combs supporters out here. One of them is right here. Her name is Coley. And I noticed she had her free Diddy sign, Can't Stop, Won't Stop, which is a lyric in one of his songs. Why do you think he should not spend time behind bars? Why do you support him?
Because I've been following this case since the beginning. I think he should be found not guilty because just like what the defense said, his leading attorney, there are two trials and there's their law and then there's our law. He didn't give him any bail. This is just wrong, all the way wrong.
So what do you make of this idea that Combs groomed these women, that he was nice to them in the beginning, according to prosecutors, but then did a switcheroo, if you will? Again, this is according to the government's case. And they would say that they were coerced, that they were manipulated, that they were forced. This is what the government has been saying throughout this whole trial. What do you say to that?
They love the money. They love the fame. I think it's a witch hunt.
Ma'am has on the longest eyelashes I've ever seen.
And I don't think they were groomed. If they were groomed, they wouldn't keep coming back for more.
So it's day 2 of jury deliberations, and there's a lot of people outside.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me find Shade Room. Y'all, it's the characters outside are tickling me. Okay. Wait, Latoya Shante, look, what's her name? Sonya's friend is live. Hold on.
Cut you right on the side of your neck, allegedly. Oh no, that's true. We'll be out.
Probably at this point.
Yeah.
So I'll chill here
Because they can't come to a decision, so I guess they just gonna reconvene tomorrow. Because
Well,
it is 5 o'clock. I didn't even realize it was 5 o'clock.
But if the decision is like
Neat coming through.
But
Yeah, I
would they
see
come in
ya.
tomorrow?
TMZ right here. Yeah, I don't know. They probably gonna come in
But if they're a
tomorrow.
hung jury, wouldn't that be it? Or
No,
they still
count one. They still
can't?
have to.
I better walk away.
So
So there's no
they
answer
told
on the
them to
rest
go
of
back.
it.
Put one accident. I'm ready to go to jail. They told them to go back and give it more time.
Okay.
So it's gonna be at least one more day.
Only one count they ruled on. The rest, we don't know guilty, not guilty, or a hung jury.
None of them.
None of the 3 we don't know.
The last ones they said they done. They done. That was no decision.
So, all right. So wait. So they declared him guilty on one thing, or no decision on one thing?
No decision on one thing.
Okay. No decision on which one.
But the last one, the decision is.
Right.
No decision.
That's what it is. When a white woman
The
steals,
first
they
count
want
is the
to
only
win
one
the
they
skin of
deliberating
us.
about.
Like we some gangster, like we some tea.
But then they'll still deliberate with the subsequent.
They want them to, but they don't have to.
Yeah.
You got a good legal model, man.
Thank you.
It's like being at the flea market. Wait, hold on. Okay, hold on. Girl, there's 3 people watching. Hold on. Shade Room. Let's see. Let's see. We just saw that. His outfit that he complimented his mom on today. They said he complimented his mom today.
Mama Bones. I still need my money. Hi.
Okay. Okay. What else? Where was it? I think it was it yesterday? Oh God. Look, this is it right here.
On the count of racketeering conspiracy, do you think that Diddy is guilty or not guilty?
Not.
So whoever asked about Simone, you're going to see her in a minute. And look who's in the comments, Bless Squire. You know who Bless Squire is, right? Kayla Bumpus. Kayla bump. 6-7 months pregnant. Kayla Bumpus. Jackson, if you're nasty. Okay. It's Kayla Bumpus, Miss Jackson, if you're nasty, who's pregnant by her husband, is in the comments. Look at Infamous Sylvia and Attorney Simone.
Guilty. For that one, I don't know. I'm not sure.
I stay neutral. I think he's guilty of racketeering conspiracy. Yep.
Not guilty.
I don't know, but me personally, no. I don't think, I'm going to tell you this. No on the RICO. Most definitely, I'm going to say no on the S trafficking. I'm going to give you a no on it. The tuition, we're going to have to see about that one, what he going to see. You know what I'm saying? That'll probably be the one that'll bite him if he get bit, I would say. Because Cassie, he was in a relationship with Cassie for 10 years and different things like that. And her age and a lot of things that people are factoring. But as far as the Jane go, I don't know. I don't think he should be there no time for the slip and slide. Not for the slip and sleazy, homie. Not for the Astro slide. Not for the J, homie. Not for the J.
I think not guilty because they have to prove 2 out of, I believe, 8 of the charges, I believe. And I only find one of them really credible.
Which one is that?
Bribery.
On the 2 counts of sex trafficking, do you think that Diddy is guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
I think he's not guilty.
I think he's guilty for sure on the count that involves Cassie. The one for Jane, I feel like that could go either way.
He threatened to not give me my $10,000 a month allowance. Well, half the people on the jury don't make that in a month. So I think it may be difficult for the trafficking for Jane based on her claims. Much stronger, though, for Cassie. And the big thing that they shared with us, that the government clarified, is you only need one instance where they did not consent to wanting to do a freak off. And for Cassie, it's very clear that would have been the day at the hotel.
On the 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution, do you think he's guilty or not guilty?
I think he's not guilty there, too.
That one, I would say guilty.
Guilty.
I'm split. I'm split on that charge because I feel like he might get found guilty on the transportation. But me personally, based on what I've heard in court, I don't think he's guilty of that charge specifically.
I mean, it's clear as day. You flew him out. You paying him for doing doing a do. I mean, that is clear as it can be. Now, when it comes to the other ones, some people are mixed. I feel like Cassie is a slam dunk, but the transportation, they showed all of the rooms, the text messages, the coordination, the deposits, who paid for it, the receipts for the hotels, all of the things are the things. And it's clearly illegal, clearly S trafficking. So I feel like that for sure is without a doubt guilty.
On the count of racketeering conspiracy, do you think that Diddy is guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty. For that one, I don't know. I'm not sure.
I stay neutral. I think he's guilty of racketeering conspiracy. Yep.
Not guilty.
I don't know, but me personally, no.
Okay, so we saw the whole thing. Let me just check Inner City Press one more time because it's 5:01, so it might be a wrap. They may have sent the jury back to deliberate more in the well of the courtroom. Everyone but Donaldson is in their seat waiting. Combs is leaning back, his legal crossed. His legal crossed. He does not look happy. Oh shit. Okay. That's this message right here. Okay, let's check CNN. CNN had this a few minutes ago, and it says here's a count by count reminder of the charges against Combs. Jurors in the sex trafficking racketeering conspiracy trial of Sean Diddy Combs have notified the court. We kind of know this already. Notified the court that they have reached a verdict on 2, 3, 4, and 5. We looked them up because that's what we do, but are unable to reach a verdict on count 1. Here's a look at the 5 counts against Combs. Number 1 is the racketeering conspiracy. That's where they're stuck. Number 2, they have a verdict on the sex trafficking by force, fraud, coercion, victim 1. transportation to engage in prostitution, which is count 2, pertaining to victim 1, Cassie, and commercial sex workers. Count 4, sex traffic by force, fraud, coercion, victim 2. Count 5, transportation to engage in prostitution, victim 2, and other commercial sex workers. Count 1 carries the heaviest penalty and the maximum sentence of life in prison. Counts 2 and 4 have a minimum sentence of 15 years and a max of life. 2 and 5 each carry a maximum sentence of 10. Both the prosecution and the defense have indicated that they want the judge to push the jury to continue deliberating. Combs' defense attorney, Agnifilo, said the defense prefers the judge bring the jury out and instruct them in person rather than sending a note. The parties will work on the wording of the instruction. So that was that 5 minutes ago. Let's see if they have anything else. They added a picture. Wait, did the... And they added, judge is now addressing both sides' proposal. The judge is back on the bench now, addressing both prosecutors and defense attorneys' proposal on how to move forward. The government has asked for a modified Allen charge. The defense said it's too early for that. They seem to want more gentle language. The Allen charge is a set of instructions that asks jurors to re-examine their own views and opinions in order to reach a decision. Oh. Hold on. Okay. You guys could see when I had this up, right? Okay. They are stuck on the RICO. Yeah, because it's interesting. She was cute. Thick. But... yeah, she was always a pretty lady, Miss Strawberry. She fine-tuned that. I'm definitely like she definitely gives a lot of women encouragement because she did a major weight loss like at over 50, and a lot of women at 50 might not necessarily do that. And she looks amazing. 71 in a couple of weeks, Anywho, we'll stay and wait for a few more updates, see what happens. Let me see what Inner City Press is saying. Let's see. Who posted? Look at Diddy. After yesterday, I'm assuming we end up with a hung jury on most counts. Do you imagine coming into the bedroom and this is what's going on in the bedroom? I'd be like, look, I'm going to sleep. Don't even bother me. Okay. Do not bother me. I'm going to bed. Where's the baby oil? Where's the baby oil? Where's the baby oil? Hey. He's entertaining. I'm sorry. Okay. Please support Matthew. Yes, Matthew really should be getting. I need to send him a little something because I haven't been over there like that. But he did. He carried. There's not a lot of people who can say that they did not check Inner City Press during this time. He definitely held the people down in this particular situation. Judge wouldn't call the government's proposal an Allen charge. It reminds the jury of the instruction I previously gave on the duty to deliberate. I could simply recite from the jury charge, and the jury charge states, and your verdict must be unanimous, but you are not bound to surrender your honest convictions concerning the effect or weight of the evidence for the mere purpose of returning a verdict, or solely because of the opinion of other jurors. Each of you must make your own decision about the proper outcome of this case based on your consideration of the evidence and your discussion with your fellow jurors. No juror should surrender his or her conscientious beliefs or for the purpose of returning a unanimous verdict. Ooh. Boom. Okay. I mean, the interesting thing is that they are stuck because there's decisions weighing in both favors. So at least that is, mm-hmm. Let's wait to see. I'm putting stock in that. Okay. I cannot believe that he was doing this mess. Diddy is so funny to me. Okay. Judge is now addressing both sides. Okay. All right. What else is going on? Let's see if anyone else is live on Insta. Okay, nobody else is live right now. TMZ, Diddy's verdict is in developing. Oh, Diddy's verdict is in developing story. Okay, well, it's not really in. It's sort of in. Okay. Okay, judge says simply telling the jury to keep deliberating would be non-responsive. Judge Arun Subramanian and the lawyers are discussing how they will respond to the jury's note that they are unable to reach a verdict on one of the 5 counts against Sean Diddy. The judge said there's not much there in response to the defense team's proposed instructions. He said simply telling the jury to keep deliberating would be non-responsive to their note expressing unpersuadable opinions as to count 1 on both sides. Defense attorney Mark Agnifilo said he thinks this jury has been productive and efficient, so they don't need much encouragement to continue deliberating. Subramanian said the government's proposal isn't really an Allen charge, but essentially reiterates the section of the jury instructions regarding the duty to deliberate. An Allen charge is a set of instructions that ask the jurors to re-examine their own views and opinions in order to reach a decision. Okay. Let's see what's going on here.
Hearing trial of Sean Diddy Combs, a note sent to the judge saying that the jury is unable to reach a verdict on the racketeering conspiracy count, adding that there are, quote, unpersuadable opinions, both prosecutors and the defense agreeing with the judge's plans to instruct the jury to continue deliberations, and the next steps are apparently being debated right now. Breaking news right now on ABC News Live, a jury has reached a partial verdict in the sex trafficking and racketeering trial of Sean Diddy Combs, a note sent to the judge.
Okay, all right, let me check my Instagram view. Okay. Oh, how cute. Whose baby is this? What? Did she have another baby? Okay. Congratulations. Another strawberry added to the bunch. Okay. Looks like Sheridan done had another baby. Huh. And this is on her. I need to go to my research account. Okay. Man. Sheridan had, so she's got, and Shirley, once again, you can count on Shirley to not talk. Shirley will talk about everybody's business. She won't tell you. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but you know what I'm saying? Like, that's her job to talk about people's business. But you got to talk about yours too sometimes. You know what I mean? She said the first time she didn't talk about it, she didn't want people to know. But so I wonder who Sheridan's baby daddy is. Is it that same guy or is it a different guy? Sheridan had another baby, y'all. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up on my research account. Hold on. On my good research account. Let me see. Yeah, congratulations. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing to be it's nothing to trip about, you know. I mean, I'm assuming since she posted the baby, she must want people to know. If she didn't want people to know, then I would imagine she would have kept it to herself. Hold on one second, guys. Shirley got a new grandbaby. Let me see if I can see Sheridan. Okay, it's not this one. All right, give me a second. I might have to download the screenshots. Okay, let me see if CNN, if there's any. Let me focus on the task at hand, though, real quick. Okay, jury enters the courtroom. The jury has entered the courtroom. The judge is going to instruct them as to their note and also tell them that they're done for the day and they can send another note saying as much. Wait, the judge is going to instruct them as to their note and also tell them that if they're done for the day, they can send another note saying as much. Okay. So basically giving them the option or the blessing that, like, if y'all are done, like, we're good, you can go home and, like, relax your mind. I mean, I feel like they should be able to, at this point, they should go home, get a minute, and then come back tomorrow with another clear head, and maybe they'll be able to come to some sort of, they'll be able to come to some sort of agreement or something. They'll figure it out. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what Sheridan has going on. I'm gonna be honest with you. Sonya is going to run to call Nesto tonight. She sure is. You already know. Sonya is, that's why Sonya is called a busybody. Because she is a busybody. Okay. All right, let me see. I thought I was following Sheridan somewhere. Girl, I don't know. I'm gonna have to find it. Okay, let me pivot and get these pictures. Oh, you know what? Let me download them. Let me do this.
Yeah, anyway, they got him on. They should really investigation on what happened to P. Diddy or what happened with Kim Porter. I mean, these people, they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
They don't have the culture.
They're closing arguments for a week, but what's his name was horrible too, saying that she's just a girl and she needed it. He just fucking blew it. Like, he blew it. He should have never did the closing arguments. What's his name? The guy.
Because he's a native.
Yeah.
He's a
Yeah,
native
he fucking
New
blew
Yorker.
it. He blew it. He blew the closing argument, saying, "Oh, the girls just want." You don't get. First of all, but then again, why do you pay somebody $30 million? Why do you pay a girl $30 million if he didn't do anything wrong? Think about that. Why did he pay her $30 million? Even he did something wrong, he paid her $30 million. But I understand that, but they're not going to get him on the
record.
understand
that, then exactly. That's what we're talking about.
Right,
What you're trying to
dude, I'm saying they got him on wrong charges.
Listen,
I think
listen,
they got
bro.
charges. I think they got him on. What
Listen,
happened to
bro.
Kim Porter? What really happened to Kim Porter? That's the real deal. You know what I mean? They got the wrong charges on him completely. This is the biggest fucking problem. They should have got him on 1999 when. Okay. The jury has left the courtroom. Judge Arun Subramanian said he's going to sit on the bench because they might get a note in the next few minutes. Okay, let's do this. I love all of the random coverage. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's see what she's saying. CBS.
Yeah, just to reset again, we're hearing notes from inside the courtroom that the jury has a decision on 4 of the 5 counts but we're not sure whether or not they are definitely going to go back and deliberate. The prosecution wants them to continue to deliberate, as well as the defense. But the Combs children, we just saw 3 of his daughters that walked back in. So again, earlier I mentioned that it was just his mother that was here today, and that we noticed his attorneys go back inside within the last 45 minutes or so. And the notes that were coming in early on was that Combs appears to be praying, that he had his head bowed and his hands folded on his lap, that Combs' head was down and that he seems grim, and that Mark Agnifilo, his lead attorney, just handed Combs a note. That was around 4:30 this afternoon. So we're looking to get some more insight after what's happening inside the courtroom. But again, the judge saying that the jury should keep at it, the defense wanting that to happen. But it's that racketeering conspiracy count 1 that they have not reached a decision on.
Is that the bus to pick up the kids?
It could be. I mean, his family has been here throughout the trial. A lot of times it's been his mother.
So she's doing a live update for CBS at that moment. Let me see.
They got the wrong charge.
This guy's nuts.
There is information coming in
okay,
right
here,
now.
this
I
is
want to
it.
read you exactly the note from Alice Gaynor. WCBS is in the courtroom. She said, "We have reached a verdict on counts 2, 3, 4, 5, unable on count 1. That is that racketeering conspiracy." Again, this is what the note said. And it also said, have jurors with unpersuadable opinions, that they have jurors with unpersuadable opinions. Another note just came in from Alice Gaynor, and she said that the prosecution wants them to continue to deliberate. Says modified Allen charge, putting together a proposal. Defense says it's our request you tell the jury to keep deliberating. We will not take the partial verdict. Only been deliberating a day and a half. Don't think we need modified Allen charge. Tell them receive their note. Judge says, do you request I bring jury out to provide instruction? Defense says, yes, bring them out. This is happening in real time. 55-year-old Sean Combs, as you know by now, is facing up to life in prison on that racketeering conspiracy charge. He's also charged with 2 counts of sex trafficking for the sex trafficking of his former ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, and a woman who went by the pseudonym of Jane. There is also a count for transportation to engage in prostitution. But again, right now, all that we know, according to this note, is that they have reached a verdict on all of the counts except for 1. It is unclear what will happen next. I'm literally reading these notes as they're happening. The judge said that there are 3 options. First, the defense's proposal, jury should keep at it, some version of the Allen charge, and that at some point case law indicates the court should advise them their ability to have partial verdicts, but I don't think we're at that stage yet. So that's where we are. It looks like they have reached a verdict again on counts 2, 3, 4, and 5, but they're saying they're unable to reach it right now on count 1, racketeering conspiracy, the most serious, that says that Combs led a criminal enterprise and that he committed at least 2 predicate acts. There are 8 that the jurors will see. We have a shot of the verdict sheet, but these are some of the crimes. If jurors find that just 2 within the racketeering, that would be a not guilty. So we'll, of course, continue to bring you the very latest, but this is happening as we speak. It almost feels like as the rain was coming down, we're getting all of this information. It was sunshine about 20 minutes ago. So we'll see what happens, but that is the very latest here from the courthouse in New York. There is information coming.
Excellent report. Excellent reporting. Excellent. I really like her. Let's see. Nobody else is live. Nobody's live in my timeline. What? Oh God, there's Big Mustard.
Verdict is in. The verdict is in. The verdict is in.
Girl,
Diddy
be
has been
quiet.
found. They couldn't come to a decision. So on count one, they have come to a decision that they couldn't come to a decision. On count 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, they have come to the decision that they could not come to a decision. So let me tell you what happened in court. Let me tell you, word for word. Well, not word for word, but from my perspective, how I'm going to put it down for layman's term. So, so you guys, there's a
Look at her
freaking
paper. Look at her paper, guys. Take this update with a grain of salt, okay? This is a huge red flag. Take this update with a grain of salt. Don't come for me. I'm telling you, take this update with a grain of salt. This lady right here knows this lady right here. Are we clear? Are we clear and do you understand me? Okay? Make sure you are following the words that are coming out of my mouth. Take this update. I don't know what she's getting ready to say, but we getting ready to hear, okay?
verdict. There's a verdict. I just left the courtroom. So we get up.
Oh, you don't know who this woman is? This is a woman who knows Sonya Durham. Okay. Did you guys hear what I said? This lady is Carl Thomas' baby mom. This is a girl that Sonya was running around Atlanta with. What she is doing in New York, baby, I do not know. Okay. I don't know. She knows her. There's a couple of videos floating around when Sonya first started going live with this lady. And for some reason, she's in New York going live and it's a mess.
In the courtroom,
okay?
right? So
I don't know anything else. Her name is Latoya
reached a verdict on
Latoya Chantel. And she has, it's not even important. She's Carl Thomas' baby mom.
by their demeanor. I'm like, it looks like it's something against the
AKA
defense.
Big Mustard.
All the lawyers are in there. They're rubbing his back, talking to him. They're looking noticeably like just very defeated. He looks defeated. He's looking down. At one point, he looks like he's praying, and then he begins to cry. You guys, he begins to cry. You guys, oh my God, my heart just went out. I mean, my heart was pounding like it was me over there. My freaking, I mean, short of breath, everything. It was so intense. So they come out. Thank you so much, girl. So they come out. Let me go back to my notes. Okay, I'll put it there. It's definitely not looking good. He's looking down. He's crying. He looks defeated. So at 4:05 p.m.
Oh, he was
the
crying.
jury said they've reached a verdict in everything except for count one. The verdict is that they can't reach a verdict. They're still deliberating on count one, which they also really said they couldn't reach a verdict on that one either. But the prosecution has asked for them to go back.
Okay, this is taking too long to tell us. Okay, because we're already a step ahead. So when the jury left the courtroom, the jury sends a note advising it will continue deliberations tomorrow. Are we here? Tap in if we're here. Okay, everybody who's here is here. Okay, good. All right, this is the update. The jury has gone home 8 minutes ago. They went home. They said, "We see you tomorrow." The jury sent a note that it's completed deliberations for the day and will continue at 9 a.m. tomorrow. And then there's another note that says jury dismissed for the day. In dismissing the panel for the day, the judge said he won't bring them out in the morning and that they can get started when they all arrive. They are leaving the courtroom now. Okay. Y'all, this was fun. Okay. This was fun. We did a little bit of an hour. Okay, so tomorrow morning, tomorrow morning, I might do, I'll be here. Tomorrow morning, 9:00, we be live. Okay, y'all? We'll do our little deliberations and, okay? Girl, she had ripped coloring book pages. I love quirky. I follow lots of quirky people. If you see my timeline, you'll be like, Fran, it's like super serious along with extra quirky. Yes, yes, and yes, and yes. Okay, guys. Last thing, let me show you. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can get these pictures. Without revealing, because I never reveal my sources. Okay, here we go. Hold on. Let me see if I can do this without revealing my sources. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna have to do them one at a time. So, all right, here we go. Shirley Strawberry's new grandbaby. Sheridan had a baby, y'all. Sheridan had baby number 3. Don't ask me any details because I don't know. I don't know. Okay. You can't ask me any details because I really don't know. You can ask me details, but I can't give you any answers because I don't know. Okay. Hold on one second. Let me pull up the next picture. All right. Let me get the next one. The next one is the next one is a screenshot that says yours, and Sheridan says, yes, cousin, LOL. And then the next one after that, just a second. Is Michael Strawberry. So beautiful. And she responds back, Sheridan Strawberry, and says, thank you, Daddy. Boom. Okay. And then the next one is somebody named Pretty Smile. Congratulations, another strawberry added to the bunch. Adorable. Okay. So she posted the baby on her page and is getting all kinds of accolades regarding the baby. Okay. Just a little TT. Little TT. Shirley's life is prospering and moving forward. She's adding another grandchild. Look at that. Okay. Look at God. All right. Anyway, guys, baby, we did a lot today. I feel like we've been around the world and okay. We've been everywhere. If you have not hit the thumbs up, what are you waiting for? I hope that everyone here, if you made it this far, baby, if you have not hit the thumbs up yet, I don't know what you're waiting for, but I thank you. Okay. I thank you for being here, but I'm also going to thank you for a thumbs up. Okay. We're the thumbs up are looking nice. But definitely if you've not hit the thumbs up yet and you enjoyed this variety catch-up show today where we did a little bit of everything and then some, I'm gonna need for you to hit the thumbs up for me. Okay. And if you would like to support this show, you are welcome to do so. My Cash App is on the screen and sis always is accepting supers. Okay. And you can do that even after the live. So if you're upon the replay, just look at that little heart shape with the cash sign in it, hit that, and you can send whatever you want. Okay. All right. And a free way to support the channel always is a thumbs up and making sure that you're subscribed and your notifications are set. Okay. Fran is like savoir faire. She's everywhere. What? Okay, baby. Thank you. Merci beaucoup. Thank you so much, dear. I appreciate that very much. Okay. Thank you for hitting me with the French. Merci, merci, merci. Okay. Boom. Okay. Thank you guys. All right, you guys take care. Have a good evening. And look at that. Oh, thank you, Reef and Muff's mom. Thank you. You guys are sweet. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let me roll this beautiful outro footage, and thank you to my good sis who sent those pictures. Thank you to everybody, all of my co-producers today. I'm gonna have to start calling. If you send receipts, pictures, info, tea, thank you to my co-producers of the Real Talk Bougie show. Okay, if you are contributing and sending the news we can use, baby, thank you very much.